The fact that things have gone good in the past while is probably a bigger worry than things going bad. If I know Genshin at this stage, it's definitely a bigger worry that things have gone bad. That things have gone so good, I should say.
Time to go.
Maybe we should get the quest marker up here as well, or the waypoint marker. Because we would have been able to just travel up here normally if we had that waypoint marker. Let's see. And it's just here as well, so. Man, it's such a beautiful place, and like I haven't even been here yet. Like, you know, I haven't been like by this waypoint marker yet, but now we're here. Tomorrow's video, I'll probably say at the end of the video as well, will probably be a little bit shorter just because I have to get some things ready. But today's video is probably gonna be extra long, so that's probably a good thing anyway. Tomorrow we're gonna look at the 5.0 stuff, and we're gonna choose the characters and all this stuff. And you're going to see my choice of characters, I should say. And we're going to look at some of the 5.0 stuff and maybe just do like a few little missions here or there. And that will be tomorrow's video. As today, I think is going to be a Mahusa one. It's going to be a Mahusa video. Here we go. I'm nervous. I'm super nervous. There's that girl.
How's it going, Nahida? I'm done with the parts that needed my involvement to complete. Although it's my first time working with the Akasha like this, its internal structure and operation procedures are easy for me to understand. Greater Lord Rukkhadevata's design is truly brilliant.
That's fantastic. That's fantastic to know.
Oh, also, this is for you.
What is that?
Huh? What's this little floaty thingy? It's a small device I put together just now. You can think of it as an upgraded Akasha terminal.
And of course it's adorable.
You may not need it right now, but it should be helpful in certain situations.
I'll take it. I mean, like, if you're giving gifts out.
Wait! This thing has the same characteristics as Paimon!
Oh, yeah, but nothing could ever replace you, Paimon.
We're both small things that float!
Yeah, but nothing will ever replace you.
All the things that make Paimon special got copied. When Paimon appears with the Traveler from now on, people will remember
why Paimon?
She isn't unique anymore!
It looks completely different from you.
It's alright, Paimon. It can't
Never.
replace
Nothing
you.
could replace you.
It's only a flying device, but you're the Traveler's irreplaceable
Exactly,
friend.
Nahida. Exactly.
You're so good at comforting people, Nahida. If only the Traveler was as smart as you.
I mean, you're pretty good at... Okay. The side-eye. You're pretty good at that too, Paimon, comforting people.
I was simply telling you what I feel to be the truth. I wasn't trying to comfort you. Nahida, you're natural at this. What you just said made Paimon even
Paimon deserves this too. Paimon deserves praise as well.
By the way, there's something I need to confess.
Oh, yeah?
Even though I'm the Archon and in control of myself again, I'm not very good at fighting.
Yeah, apparently she's not one of a good character to have. Apparently she doesn't rip through everything. Apparently she's not like OP as heck. Apparently she's not a character that people told me was OP for the start. Apparently she's not that at all.
You may have heard that an Archon's power is derived from their people's faith. However, I'm not as well.
Yeah, but she's talking about it in a story sense, right? You know, if your power is derived from people's faith, you're not gonna be as powerful, especially if they prefer Lord Rukkhadevata.
If we get into a situation where combat is our only option, I'll have to count on you, and I'll do my best to provide support.
Don't worry whatsoever.
I'm glad I can rely on you. So the God of Wisdom isn't good at fighting? That actually sounds about right.
I was like, that's understandable.
God is. Time is of the essence, so let's skip to it.
So we have to, where the bow conscious eyes can go through. Okay, wait, did that say go through the Balladeer? Reach the Balladeer? We're just going? Here? Oh my god. It's a domain. It's a frickin' domain.
What is this?
Holy hell, it's industrial.
Is this really the way we need to go? Wow. Who would have thought there'd be a place like this hidden right slap bang in the middle of the city?
Yeah.
The sages wanted to realize their god creation plan without being discovered. The safest and most convenient way would be to build within the academia itself. That's true. They were already hiding one god, so why not two? Judging from the structure here, the project is a huge undertaking.
Oh my
The
god.
sages really saw the god creation plan as their ultimate goal.
Yeah.
But this place doesn't look like it could have been constructed by the academia alone. The Fatui under the doctor sure didn't hold back. They provided a lot of technological support. Yeah, or else they wouldn't have been that generous. Is that it though? I've always felt that this doctor is different from the academia sages. He doesn't seem to share their sense of urgency.
So he's a lot calmer about it, I suppose? Sorry, I know I kept saying I read it out. It's to help one of the Lord Harbingers become a god after all. Yeah, no, sorry. I always say I'll read it out because I know people are doing different things.
Instead of being interested in the end product, it's like he's enjoying the experimental process.
Yeah, that sounds like him.
The Fatui Harbingers are all such weirdos.
True.
So, the doctor being weird
Very
is
true.
actually normal. So, this Fatui that they're trying to turn into a god is called the Balladeer? We had previously come into contact with his consciousness. He harbors particularly strong obsessions. One is the desire for a gnosis, since he was created to be the vessel for one. The other obsession is probably related to his past. I can't quite explain it.
Yeah, no, we saw a kind of a connection with that with Apasia.
Paimon knows that he was a prototype puppet for the Raiden Shogun before he became a Fatui
Yep,
Harbinger.
and he sees the Raiden Shogun as his mother.
That's why he wants a gnosis so badly. There's no way he'd willingly be a test subject. Now with that temper and ego of his. It sounds like you know the Balladeer quite well.
We have had a few encounters, and like every single time we encounter him, it's always like we're lucky to get out of there, is the way I look at it. If we didn't have Yaimiko the first time, it would have been way different.
I see. Tell me more about him and what he's like.
He's a really cool design. He's got great hair. He's got this really funny smile that, like, you know, it's like, oh, he's evil, but is he cute? You never know. But I guess you...
The more we know now, the better we can plan for and react to any future situation.
There we go. Actually very smart.
I see. How fascinating. Alright, time to go. Let's get through here and meet him in person.
Oh my god. We're just going. We're just going. The sound of the clank. Look at that. Oh, there's some Fatui. Oh my god, there are Fatui here. And like, the Fatui, when the Fatui are here, you know we're in trouble. Because like they are like legit, I think intentionally so that the more difficult ones to fight in this game. We have to get rid of this guy first. Because he's a healer. Like intentionally so they are like, you know, a tough organization. They're not hilly churls. They're not just treasure hoarders. You know what I mean? They're not just like, you know, like it makes sense that they are more difficult to fight than other people you fight in this game. And like I know it comes down to the fact that I find that like because I don't fight them as much, I find that I generally tend to like not have as much practice with them as I do with other guys. And like and again, there is places where you can practice on these guys, but like to me, one of my favorite things about practice in this game in general is just like naturally finding things along the way. So it's always very difficult for me in that sense, where it's like I don't want to just go out and be like, oh, here's the other Fatui that I defined, you know. It's fun to have some practice naturally in this game with some enemies. And you'll see hilly churls like all the time, right? You'll see hilly churls like nearly every day of your life. You'll see treasure hoarders like all the time. And now in Sumeru, you see eremites all the time. Man, this is a really, holy crap, this is a cool dungeon. This is super cool.
It looks like we can climb up these pipes.
It's so neat. They added that there because I guarantee you some people, if you didn't have that dialogue there, would be like this. Where do I go? Where do I go? It's like, dude, there's like these bright yellow ladders. These bright letter rungs. Yellow rungs? Oh, an elevator. No, it's not. Okay. I thought it was an elevator. This is absolutely gorgeous.
on the ground seems all messed up. Let's go around and see if there's a way to fix it.
One of my patrons said that, first of all, I just want to say before I say that, this is a really cool location. Like, look at the way the light's seeping through there. And there's a Fatui member up there as well. Oh, man. But one of my patrons said that they believe I'm going to catch up with past Fontaine around after October or November. And I think that's actually more accurate than I thought it would be. We get through a lot. Like, we get through a lot more. And I think one of the reasons why Liyue... Look at that Fatui member just looking down on us. The one reason why Liyue... I can't get over that lighting. The reason why Liyue and... I feel like the reason why Liyue took such a long amount of time, longer than you would expect. I think it took like 44 episodes, which is the longest time we've ever been in any region so far, just in terms of those missions, right? It's probably because we were still getting to know the game, and now we know the game a lot better. So I feel, oh my god, this is like so beautiful. Look at this. I love this stuff. Okay, let me on, please. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, I love it. I love it. Now, here's the thing. We're not even nearly done with Sumeru. There's so much stuff you have to do. So please, like, again, every time I say, like, oh man, we're going to go to this place, I always get people being like, you got to do this, you got to do this. Do not worry. We're not just leaving Sumeru. That's not how it's working. It's never been how it's working. I think a lot of people as well thought I was going to be burnt out by this time as well. Because I think it happens with some creators. Such a cool place. Oh my god, it's such a cool place. So I'm very happy to not be burnt out. And I totally get that. Like, I think that's like, a lot of people said that when it came to like the urgency of me playing certain things and getting to certain areas. A lot of people were super worried that like, oh, if he, he's gonna do too many quests and get burnt out. But I think I made sure, like, I was after Liyue, I think for sure, that I was making sure that like, okay, I'm not gonna do absolutely every world quest. I can't. Because I think that's what really kind of like made sure that like the pacing of this place felt. Because like Inazuma for me, like felt like such a quick time. Even though we did like a lot of the main world quests, a lot of people, oh my god, it's a rotating puzzle. No way. Wait. Do we have to find all the rotators? There, it's right. Okay. We have to find all the rotators. This is sick. This is sick. Careful. Think ahead. Whoever gets that reference, I will pin your comment. Not that that's like a great prize, but you know what I mean? Whoever gets... See this guy here? That's called Big Johnson. Let's go. Yeah, like, I'll pin the comment. I'll pin the comment. No bother. Just for a bit of fun, if you get that reference. Careful! Think ahead! Yeah, I know you're supposed to, like, it's better to ranged on these guys for sure, because, like, they have a very good tracking as well. Oh, if this is my best friend!
By royal decree! Time to go. One with nature. As one with
Farazan's power with this wind power is insane.
Midnight phantasmagoria.
Truth repeats its course.
Like, it just rips. Actually, like, Xiao, I think we need to practice more with Xiao with Farazan as well, if we're being honest. I definitely do think we do. So maybe, like, going forward, next week we'll have Farazan with Xiao. I love this, man. Look at this. Let's go. Careful! Think ahead!
The cart is stuck. Maybe there's something wrong with the tracks. Let's try adjusting the direction of the device to clear the track.
So you can change the direction of this, and that'll go that way. So where do we want it to go that way, but then what's this way? Curiosity got the better of me, and I jumped on this platform. Curiosity got the best of me. I guess it's just for this chest. Now I'm okay.
Yeah.
Curiosity got the better of me. Okay, maybe it goes this way then. We're so lucky to have so many good characters. So lucky. And like when it comes to the Natlan characters coming up, like I have no problem wishing on any Natlan characters because the reason why I don't want to wish on like any more, I think like Sumeru characters and Fontaine characters maybe is just because we have so many Sumeru characters still we have to level up. There's so many Fontaine characters we still have to level up. You know what I mean? It's like we have a lot to do with the Fontaine and Sumeru stuff. But we have no Natlan characters, so by the time we get to Natlan, it would be also nice to have a few characters we could try and level up too. Just going down here, I guess. My old nemesis. Honestly, I should switch the Zing show a little bit, maybe. Just because I know we're gonna have to deal with guys like this. Or actually, like a Jean would be not too bad either.
Let's light it up. Oz,
It's just
reveal
oh.
thyself.
Careful! Think ahead! I can't stop doing it, guys. I'm sorry. I love it. It just reminds me so much of this puzzle I used to do as a kid. Whereabouts are we going with this? Oh, over here. Okay, I was like, you want me to jump down in the pit game? So we want to get over there. This is one of my favorite like puzzle. Oh no, we have to switch this though. Wait, no, maybe there's a way to do it over here. The most graceful stomp in the world, by the way. Yeah, there we go. I am the Princessa de la Vertelung. Mein Fräulein. Oh. We have to switch this again? Careful! Think. I can't. I'm gonna stop, guys. I'm so sorry. To give you a hint, it's the last time I've ever it's the last Ubisoft game I've ever liked in my life. But one of the last. Oh, hello guys. 1 second here.
Here comes trouble.
Yeah, the reason why I always choose Kazuha for big areas like this is it's not because he's not because I think Xiao we're just as viable with. Scaramouche is an impressive as heck character, right? But we haven't used him as much. I know with Kazuha, even when I'm back, even when I suck at this game, even when I can't play this game and I'm not very good, it's easier to use Kazuha, right? It's because Kazuha just rips through things. And in fairness, Eula as well is a good example of that too. Eula's unbelievably good for singular boss battles. I think Eula is very good if you have to fight a boss. I remember farming bosses with Eula was one of my favorite things in the world because she just would rip, even stuff that's her element, she would rip through them. She was fighting because she's very physical. She would even rip through those guys too. Man, look at this. Farazan C6 has changed my life. It has changed my life. Now I can actually pretend to be a good player all the time. Here we go, the last one. This is really neat, and the visual of it's really cool. One more? Oh wait, we have to go deep down with this. It's up here. Careful! Think ahead. What do we do? We activated something, like a portal. A portal to the ancient world.
Follow the wind.
Really cool. Just a very simplistic puzzle, but really cool to and intricate to do. Look at that smile. He knows. He knows he's gonna get to see Scaramouche again. I also get to see Scaramouche. Couldn't care less. Couldn't care less. This is like such a common thing. It's like, hey, look. If you got white hair, you gotta smile. Is this it?
Looking at its operational status, we must prepare for the worst. The god they wanted to create is likely close to completion or already completed.
I've already seen him control the weather. We have.
Oh no, what should we do? Paimon can't imagine how hard it would be to fight against a Fatui Harbinger with a Gnosis.
Yeah.
Are you nervous, Paimon? If you really want to know, of course Paimon's
True.
nervous. Aren't you too, Nahida? Yes, I am. This is probably the first time I faced with a calamity of this degree since my birth. I feel not just nervous, but curious as well.
Yeah, I mean, of course. And this is like a big deal for you as a god. This is one of those tests almost, you know? If you can prevent this, I don't think anyone can deny you.
Curious? Curious about what? Curious about our fate. To me, everything we perceive in this world, everything we learn, and everything that happens to us is considered knowledge. And if it's a form of knowledge, then it can be understood.
Honestly, not a bad way of looking at it.
However, only fate is about that which has yet to occur, so it has always drawn my curiosity. So to me, fate is the ultimate knowledge. That's also why I love observing humans and all the things that happen to them. It all brings me great satisfaction.
I think she's a great outlook.
And now, at long last, I'm not just an observer
Heck
anymore.
yeah, Nahida, heck yeah.
I will personally experience my own fate with you by my side. Isn't this such a wonderfully exciting thing? Ah, so that's what you mean. Paimon thinks she understands what you're feeling.
I'm looking forward to seeing it. Looking forward to it.
Agreed. Okay, let's continue
Wait,
on.
he's here? He's right here?
I can sense his aura from
He's right here? Oh my god, challenge complete. That was the domain. It was fantastic. It was really good. They never overstayed a welcome to domains. Never. Oh my god. Oh my Jesus. Look at this, what we saw before. Her little hand. Oh my god. The music as well.
Who would have thought the world
Oh,
would
it's
be
back.
so eager for my birth? I remember you, Booer, the god of wisdom.
Boor.
Standing beside you, the
We've met
traveler.
before for sure.
all-knowing and powerful now like Greater Lord Ruka
Oh god.
No, I can't feel the same kind of divinity I felt from the Greater
Okay,
Lord.
okay.
It seems that the sages didn't get the chance to infuse the divine knowledge capsules into him. But even
So he still has the power, just not the
he's
knowledge.
undoubtedly become a true god.
Oh my god.
So we're too late? The Balladeer has already become a god?
The Balladeer. A long bygone title.
It's bygone?
When my spirit ascended to divinity, I felt as if I had existed for the same number
Look
of
at this
epochs
Shaw.
as heaven and earth. Looking back, the existence of what once called itself Kuni Kazushi appears infinitely small and ugly.
Oh. Oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no. Shuka no Kami, the prodigal. Oh my god, we're gonna fight this?
Imposing aura. It really feels like a god's. A body that capitalizes on the Balladeer's original construction as a mechanical puppet, with the Gnosis serving as a constant power supply.
This is insane.
How much effort effort and resources.
Holy
the
hell,
Depeches
look at
put
it.
into this. From a purely technological perspective, it's a commendable achievement indeed. It's no exaggeration to say, this is the culmination of
Oh
human
my god, why are you
wisdom.
so calm? Why are you so calm?
You sure are something. Dishing out compliments at a time like
I think he's just doing a factual observation.
I don't think he's reached the spiritual height of a god.
I'm not sure if that's a good or a bad thing.
Strife is engraved upon every god and every gnosis brought forth into this world.
Okay.
Can you feel it? The exhilaration of such power and the thrill of anticipation for our contention.
Nahida wouldn't feel the same things as you.
Yeah, because he did mention it. He's like already talking about it as if they're like a god together.
Do you not realize that you are interrupting a conversation
Jesus.
between gods? Lowly creature, know your place.
And the way he talks about it as well, Stern, sorry for getting sidelined here. He was like, who would have thought people would be would be observing my birth and waiting for my birth? Again, even if he wants to deny it, that's him thinking back to people not wanting him, the feeling not wanted. And now he's like, oh, everyone wants me. All these people want me to be born. Poor Paimon. Still a Balladeer, we know, yeah.
The strife engraved upon a gnosis. You're talking about the Archon War. Tevat's current peace was not easily won. I didn't personally participate in the Archon War, but the way I see it, all those losses were meaningless, driven by the demands of the laws. There's no point in bringing it up
I agree.
again.
I agree.
Is that so? Yet I am deeply disappointed that I was never allowed the fortuity to personally
You want
participate
to?
in the Archon War. This is a first. Encountering a god in this world who does not crave power.
Have you met Venti? I think you have a warped idea of what the Archons are.
No wonder your own people have abandoned you, god of wisdom.
Yeah, but from now on, Nahida's followers only continue to increase in number.
Your judgment is as your existence, unsubstantial. This is where everything ends, Booer, the god of wisdom.
So much confidence as well.
You should know that wisdom cannot solve every problem. Like now, where your only option is to face me in combat. Come.
Sever night from day, let's
Let
do
us
it.
reenact a scene of the Archon War. Come and inaugurate my birth as a god.
Like he wants this validation as a god, this validation as like something. Oh my god. Okay. What's it?
Perish!
The music perish. Pick up energy blocks during battle to charge new. Okay.
Insignificant pest!
Okay. Is that what we do?
Feeble human!
Music, holy hell! Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god, the music! Oh, can we still do damage?
At my command, you shall fall!
No.
Teamwork is dreamwork. Why do they never miss?
Oh my god. What the hell? Oh no, stop listening to music, Calvin. Stop listening to music, Calvin. It's so good though. Am I doing this right?
By royal decree.
Feeble human!
The music, I can't get over the music.
Let's light it up.
How do I activate this? There it is. Okay. Okay. Oh Jesus Christ.
It's gonna hurt in the morning.
Oh, you can do iframes. The song is incredible.
Everybody stand back.
Insignificant pest!
Falling leaves, adorn my night.
Oh God.
Darkness.
The wind knows me.
Like, the music is genuinely... And again, the music's always good, but I've never heard anything like this even in this game.
Time to go.
Okay, gotta avoid this as well. The music's so... I can't get over, like, the little beats in it as well.
One with nature. Clouds high. The birds come.
Oh god, we need to avoid this as well. There is one. There's one.
At my command, you shall fall.
Oh god, he's gonna get right in it. Oh god. Oh god. Okay. Oh my god.
Oz, reveal thyself.
This is literally a top 3 track in this entire game. Activate the other electro matrix to oversee. Okay. Activate the other electro matrix.
Insubordination.
Like this? I'll be honest, I don't quite understand.
Light it up.
Not gonna claim to understand. Oh god, and I nearly like, with fear went into it.
Insignificant past.
Oh wait, here. There's different symbols on the ground.
Fallen leaves. Adorn my night.
Repeats its course.
Wait, so you get like a little bit of a bonus if you do it on this, right?
As you wish, mein Fräulein.
It's fine.
Maybe? I could be wrong.
Into the wind.
Everybody stand back. By royal decree.
At my command, you shall fall.
Holy hell! What's he hold up his hand? Yeah, put on Paimon. What is happening now? What is happening now? Oh no, he's got legs! That is so sick. That has no right to be this sick. Oh my god, look at this. Look at the size of this arena.
Tremble.
Okay, so we have to avoid. Okay.
Burn to oblivion.
Oz, reveal thyself.
What are these things over here now? What do they do? What do they do? Are they shields?
Light it up.
Are they good for us? Are they bad for us? I never know.
One with nature.
I never know if they're good or bad for us. I can't go. The music's so good.
We'll see about
Where'd he go?
that.
No! Where'd you go? No!
This setback is nothing.
Kneel.
No, stop, please. Please. You were so sick. You were so sick.
Gears of the storm. Let's light it up.
Okay.
Reality is pain.
Wait, what? Oh, okay, so it was intended that we couldn't hurt him, I guess. Maybe? Look at you! Look at you, Wonder! Huh. Whenever they let him be cool, he's like the coolest character in the history of the universe. Okay, so okay. Great face expression. Oh my god, the size of it. He drug us up just to freaking punch us! Paimon right at our side again. This is incredible. The size of it. Oh no. Nita. What? What? No. Scaramouche.
This is supposed to be a battle between gods. Yet you choose to hide behind a mortal.
Oh my
And
god,
now
look at the
You're
scene.
acting like you'd sacrifice yourself for a human. Are you having fun proving a false sense of heroism to yourself, Boor?
He is like troubled. What in the hell did he just do? What did he just do?
The data collection is almost complete.
What, Nahida?
Do you even know how many times you've tried to take my gnosis from me?
Oh, he's flustered. Oh my. Nahida, what did you do? Where the hell are we? And she's.
We just concluded the 168th loop.
Oh, another loop.
Did you know that in the effort to create you, the people of Sumeru were forced to live through the exact same number of Sub-Zerus festivals and Samsara cycles?
The power of dreams. When did you use it on
So he's
me?
fallible. He is defeatable. Here. I can't get over this. This is one of the most incredible parts of this game.
You can't even defeat me in a dream.
Oh my.
What do you hope to achieve with this little trick?
Come, traveler. Just like,
Just like before?
Allow me to awaken the memories in your dreams.
A knowledge capsule.
Experience. It's more than that. Compile everyone's wisdom in the name of the Archon. That is the original function of the Akasha.
Oh.
I've sent everything that happened just now to the people of Sumeru in the form of knowledge. I've asked them to help you find a way to defeat the false god.
Oh my god. Wait. Oh my god. Tanari. I hate them. Oh, I'm gonna cry. Nilu. Oh my. Saito. Look at this. What the hell? Oh my god.
Now,
Oh,
all of
I'm
Sumeru's wisdom is at your disposal.
all of Sumeru's wisdom. Oh my god, I'm cheering up so bad. They know this is the stuff I love. They know this type of shit I love. Go on, Wonder. My heart is pounding so fast. What are you doing? What are you doing? Wait, no, it's because he's seen this loop before. I'm gonna cry. I'm choking up, man. Look how cool you are. Look how cool you are.
Are you done with your
Never.
tricks? Can I finally take this as a real battle between gods?
I'll leave this to you.
Oh, thank you, Nita.
The first sage of Boor.
The first sage. The first sage. Am I her sage?
Neons
Oh,
to dominate.
I'm gonna cry. Why am I crying? Oh my god, the music.
To oblivion. The birds come.
Oh man, I'm feeling it. And maybe just because like Nahida, like, you know, we've been using Nahida for like over 80 episodes and now it's finally like, you know,
Into the wind.
like it's finally like, you know, like it's story mode, right? It's finally Nahida's story mode time. Wait, what the hell? To deplete his shield. I did not want to do that. Don't worry, I've already seen this. It's gonna be in a video coming tomorrow. What the hell? Oh, so we have to aim it?
Adventure time.
Oh, see, I see what's happening here. Yes, I see. I keep doing the wrong thing here.
Reality?
It's shooting no matter what. This is so impressive. This is so cool. Huh? Okay, the shield is depleted. The shield is depleted.
Good riddance, cruel world.
There it is, cruel world. He's acknowledging how cruel this world is. Destroy the... Okay, we have to destroy them.
Let's light it up.
One with nature. Time to go.
How do we destroy this now? Munihita?
I see everything.
No?
Into the wind.
Like that? Just like going through it. Are you okay, bro? How do we do? Okay, then we aim at him like this. Just like that? Okay, definitely didn't do that right. Jesus Christ, what is this?
Your new god awakens.
He destroyed Kazuha.
Now,
Okay, we gotta get that right. I think we just have to aim at the top part of it.
The wind knows me.
kneel.
No, you. Oh my god, this is one of the craziest boss fights I've ever been a part of.
Let's light it up. Off we go. Why do they never miss?
The music is so impressive too. Oh my god, the music's so good. I'm so bad at this fight though, I'll acknowledge it.
Danger time.
Tremble.
Oh my lord.
Reality
Everyone
is
hold hands.
pain.
And like having a fully fledged Nihita as well. Gee, look at that! Like we're barely doing anything, we're still doing a lot of damage because of this little thing. Oh, we aimed it, but like... Oh no, we got him. Okay, I get it now.
Burn to
For sure.
oblivion.
Oh, we gotta get these things as well.
Off we go.
Kneel.
Oh, I think we have it. I barely did anything though. Such an epic freaking fight. The music is so incredible. Like, who did the vocals for that?
Humans.
There it is again.
The humans.
You can sense the pain in this poor boy's heart. Like, everything that he was saying was about this cruel world of filthy humans. The Gnosis. Holy crap.
No. Wait.
No.
Please.
No.
Anything but the gnosis.
No, this isn't what makes you worthwhile. This isn't it. This isn't what makes you worthwhile.
That's mine. Don't even try.
Jesus Christ, man.
I'll never go back.
Like, if you follow along with his story from the moment that we saw his flashback. Oh my god. He doesn't just want the Gnosis for, like, it's about him feeling needed, wanted, loved.
We haven't yet found the answer to the most important mystery.
Oh,
Irminsul is still waiting to be saved.
I know, but like,
With the power of another Gnosis, we may now finally understand the last memory of Greater Lord Rukkhadevata.
I'm sorry for like just like the first thing I think of is like, let's worry about this the bad guy.
This is...
But he breaks my heart.
This is the last memory of my predecessor.
Are you serious? Oh, I'm gonna die. It's already so much.
Huh. This sure seems very different from what Paimon imagined. Shouldn't Irminsul be in this realm of consciousness?
It's just so sad, man. Like, I understand it's like, okay, we shouldn't be caring about the bad guy at a time. Like, I'm sure people say this, like, we should, like, it's just like, if you follow from like that, the moment they showed you any bit of information about, like the shout for the Gnosis wasn't a shout for power. It wasn't a shout for like the feeling of power. It was a shout for feeling like, no, I'm never gonna go back. I'm not gonna go back to when I was not, when he felt like he was nothing.
Yes, that is our destination. But I didn't expect the remaining consciousness of Greater Lord Rukkhadevata to be as polluted as this.
Polluted? It must be due to the forbidden knowledge.
Forbidden knowledge? It seems you know about a concept that even I don't completely understand. Could you tell me what you know?
We'll try our best, Nihida.
Your inference seems logical enough. Forbidden knowledge once polluted the desert thousands of years ago, but was successfully repelled thanks to King Deshret's self-sacrifice and Greater Lord Rukkhadevata nearly exhausting her power. Then, a second instance of forbidden knowledge pollution occurred during the Conria Cataclysm 500 years ago.
Whoa.
But I'm afraid it is much more serious this time, with Irminsul itself already in danger.
So, if we're in the remaining consciousness of Greater Lord Rukkhadevata, and it's also been affected by forbidden knowledge pollution, then does that mean, in order to save us, Greater Lord Rukkhadevata?
Yes. It's very possible that she sacrificed her life in the fight against forbidden knowledge.
Just like King Deshret, right?
She didn't completely eradicate forbidden knowledge, but if it weren't for her actions, the pollution would have been far more rampant over these past 500 years. The way that everyone, including me, has forgotten everything about forbidden knowledge may very well be due to her restoration of Irminsul.
Do you feel sad, Nihida?
Man, I feel sad. I'm in bits.
I'm just sharing her pain. The pollution of her consciousness here is severe. There is madness, chaos, and pain all around us. Did she fight to resist the forbidden knowledge pollution in such terrible conditions, all the way up to her last breath? She even used her last remnant of lucid consciousness to leave a clue for us to follow.
The words "world forget me."
Yes. Her words were distorted by forbidden knowledge, so that's all we could hear. But now, we have a chance to find the answer to this mystery.
Okay.
We can cross the polluted consciousness until we found the right path to meet with her lucid consciousness. And then, we'll let Greater Lord Rukkhadevata tell us
Jesus,
the
man.
truth in person.
I hope we can use that truth to save everybody.
Each of us need to be mindful of the state of our own consciousness while we are here. Even with the Gnosis's protection, we must always keep a clear mind.
Okay.
Otherwise, we could go mad at any moment.
The way she just grabbed the Gnosis off of Scaramouche is crazy.
That's so scary.
Don't worry, it should be easy enough for you to keep that mind of yours clear, Paimon. Let's go.
Was that it? Was that a joke? Yeah, that boss battle was definitely a struggle for me for sure, just understanding the mechanics, but we got it done. You know, it wasn't difficult, you know.
Are we in the air? And why is there a huge boat?
That's
Oh,
the boat of consciousness.
the boat of
It
consciousness.
symbolizes reason here. Its course is the direction our consciousness is traveling towards. If we lose control over our consciousness, we will fall into madness. So let's make sure the boat stays on course.
Okay. This is a whole freaking land.
Wow. What are these? The monsters seem to have been affected by them.
Freaking hilly turtles and little slimers. Man, she just grabbed that Gnosis.
One with nature.
A lot of enemies here. A lot of enemies.
Fallen leaves, adorn my night. The wind knows me. That hurts.
Teamwork is dreamwork. Insubordination by royal decree.
We messed up that jump for sure. I'm just like gobsmacked by what this area is.
Into the wind.
Like, look at all this stuff. And we're just defeating enemies along the way? These guys are a pain in the butt. It's okay, so it's a domain. It's considered like mechanically it's a domain.
Odds, reveal thyself.
Time to go.
Is that all of you gone? Oh, there's one. This big boy still here. Bro, you need to get out of your tree, okay? What if I just stay with you? No, get out of the tree. What if okay, I do a little flip. No, no one wants to see your flip.
Royal decree.
What if I just flip? No one wants to see the flip. What if I do a flip over here? No, nobody asked for the flip.
Adorn my night.
Me just think you're gonna like the flip. No, I'm not. No, I have to let you get through here for my own personal reasons. Is that a death?
Look! Four-leaf sigils have appeared in the sky.
This is beautiful. So we have to go back to the. We're going to the boat. That's what we're going to the boat of freaking consciousness.
One with nature.
Not that this is probably needed, but
The wind knows me. Clouds high. The birds call.
oh man, I don't know if I'm trying to like catch a breath, but then like I just keep thinking back to that scene with freaking Scaramouche. Like it's hard to like catch even a breath during this. And we're just going on a boat, a flying boat called the Boat of Consciousness.
Midnight Phantasmagoria. I'm going in.
No rest.
Very smart from
One with nature.
this shaman to do that.
By royal decree. Ha! Truth repeats its course.
Fallen leaves, adorn my night.
Oh, you would have been nicer to. I guess you're here anyway.
Everybody stand back.
Midnight fantastic.
Have fun with this gift.
Backed me into a corner there, but it actually worked out for us,
As one with wind and cloud.
surprisingly enough. Like I wonder what we're gonna be like.
Control the boat of consciousness. We need to find the helm first.
Yes, you're right, Paimon. You're right.
Adventure time.
We're just gonna fly this boat. Keep it on course.
Change direction. Are we still going the right way, Nahida?
Judging from the current route, the Boat of Consciousness will soon take us out of here.
This is gorgeous. It's so gorgeous. Like it feels kind of like a little bit scary if you look at it first. It almost feels like apocalyptic, but then when you look at it like for long enough, it becomes even prettier and prettier.
We'll be arriving at our destination soon. How are you feeling? Are your minds still intact?
Some strange thoughts came from time to time, but I seem to be okay now.
Huh? But everything's been completely normal for Paimon.
That's great.
Hopefully there won't be any more interruptions. This time, we should be able to meet Greater Lord Rukkhadevata.
Are you saying you've never met Greater Lord Rukkhadevata before?
No, it seems that my birth and her death took place at the same time. Otherwise, I think she would have given me a little more guidance.
Yeah, no, 100%.
And I could have done a better job.
Hey, you've done a great job, Nahida. Let's get out of this creepy place and go meet her.
This is great. It's so freaking good. Like, I never thought today I'd be on a boat with Nahida heading towards the Greater Lord Rukkhadevata. The last thing I thought I'd be doing today.
So, is this the place you were talking about?
It's Irminsul.
The base of Irminsul?
That's it. Just like when we first entered here.
Well, this is the place.
It's beautiful. Yeah, it's the same place that we saw when we first came here to Sumeru.
Hey, we're here to find Greater Lord Rukkhadevata, right?
Yeah. Jeez, that was like how many episodes ago now? Like, oh my god, like the last time we saw this tree was legitimately at this stage around 19 episodes ago. Right? Because we came here at 103.
But the one standing over there is...
It's... Do you remember what happened to Greater Lord Rukkhadevata?
Is that me? She looks exactly like me. Are you?
Do you remember? Because we remember what happened in the story.
Yes, that's me. Are you surprised by my appearance?
Oh man. The two of you look almost exactly the same. There's like subtle differences,
Irminsul
but...
and the surrounding lands have been reproduced here as they were years ago. But this is just a realm of consciousness. We are manifestations of the same nature. Hence why we would appear exactly the same.
We're of the same nature. Why?
Because you are me, and I am you.
That transition as well.
You are me in the new samsara.
The new samsara?
Look where you are, Nahida. Look where you are.
As Greater Lord Rukkhadevata, I'm the avatar of Irminsul. And you are the purest branch snapped from Irminsul.
That's such a beautiful way of putting it.
Imagine it this way. Even if a tree dies, its branches will eventually take root and grow, continuing the tree's life in another form. I'm merely the remaining consciousness of Greater Lord Rukkhadevata. The real me has presumably died a long time ago. Judging from your appearance, I've probably been dead for
And you could tell
500
this?
years.
By the way, after all this time being before Greater Lord Rukkhadevata is an awe-inspiring experience, no matter if it looks like Nahida or not. It's such an awe-inspiring experience.
But you're finally here. My new self in the samsara.
So this is a connection between you two. Lesser Lord Kusanali and Greater Lord Rukkhadevata.
If this is true, then am I
Oh, Nahida.
going to be a great Archon like you someday?
Though we share the same nature, our fates are bound to be different. All things have their own fate.
Exactly. You don't have to be exactly like Rukkhadevata.
When a branch grows into a mature tree, it won't be the same
Oh,
as
it's
the
such a
original
beautiful
tree.
way, and Nahida needs to hear this.
That's why fate is the ultimate knowledge, isn't it?
That's a great insight. Yes, very good. It's also precisely why you won't become like me.
Yeah, and you don't. And I hope she's like, okay, you don't have to.
Really?
You could become better.
But perhaps you may become
Yeah.
a greater Archon than I.
Yeah. It's just like, know how much this means to Nahida, and I'm not doing okay.
I already see a determination in you that I
Ooh.
didn't possess in my time. And the future that it leads you to will be yours alone. Along with the blessings from your past experiences. Don't worry. The growth of wisdom is like that of a plant. You only need to wait quietly for the flower to bloom.
I have faith in Nahida too. She will definitely. I know she will become a great Archon. We know this.
Come to think of it, the sage wisdom.
Heck yeah.
Thank you. Nothing makes me happier than discovering that the Archon I always admired was in fact myself in another fate.
It's like meeting your hero and your hero's actually cool.
It's so nice to speak with you, Greater Lord Rukkhadevata. I've always wanted to meet you.
And we know he has always talked about him. Talked about her like
The
that.
feeling is mutual. From the moment I snapped the branch off Irminsul and created you, I've also looked forward to talking
Look at the
with you.
scene.
Could you tell me why you wanted to create me? And what exactly happened when you died?
Ah, I see. You're here seeking answers, right? Everything that day, even the sky itself, changed into a color like this.
The Conria Cataclysm.
At that time, the seven were all summoned to the nation of Conria. Except for me. I had a more important task to attend to. I had to protect Irminsul. The disaster occurred together with the pollution of forbidden knowledge. At that very moment, with my consciousness connected to Irminsul, I sensed something was wrong. The pain started to torment my mind. By the time I reached Irminsul, it was already displaying signs of corruption. Had I not repelled the pollution of forbidden knowledge with King Deshret thousands of years ago, I might have felt
So it seems that
hopeless
the
and
full
lost.
story is that they both sacrificed themselves.
So what exactly is forbidden knowledge?
It's a kind of knowledge that doesn't belong to this world, and a form of truth
Oh, that song.
that can't be understood.
They chose the right song for this. The song that feels like a discovery, that feels like an awakening, you know?
It came from the very bottom of the abyss. Even I could never
The abyss.
understand it. The world is constantly rejecting it, leading to all kinds of bad phenomena. If we allow forbidden knowledge to pollute Irminsul, I'm afraid the entirety of Tevat could
The
fall
world.
apart.
The entire freaking world, man.
So, there's knowledge that even the God of Wisdom can't understand?
At that time, I knew I couldn't repel the forbidden knowledge with my strength alone. Which is why I created a device that compiled human wisdom and named it the Akasha.
And that's the thing that freaking helped us today.
It's truly the world's most amazing invention.
Thank you. For a long time, I thought dreams were the fruit of human wisdom. Though it was selfish to do so, I borrowed people's dreams using the Akasha. Then I compiled their wisdom and all of my own power.
Okay.
Well, did it work?
Thanks to the wisdom of the people of Sumeru, almost all the forbidden knowledge was cleared from Irminsul.
So it was again, just like we did in that battle, the people of Sumeru, their knowledge and their wisdom together cleared this.
But things didn't go as smoothly as I thought. I had a terrible headache, which gave me an uneasy feeling. And then I remembered that my consciousness was also connected with Irminsul. It brought me knowledge and wisdom, but vile corruption as well. From the very beginning, my existence had been polluted by the forbidden
Jesus.
knowledge.
Oh no.
So she was like tied with it.
Happened?
I've experienced that pain in your consciousness. It must have been a horrible experience.
Yes, but my feelings weren't important. The important thing was that even if I died, my existence and everything related to me would continue to exist in Irminsul as memories and knowledge, meaning that the forbidden knowledge couldn't ever be permanently eradicated. And there's no way for me to eliminate myself. It would be a sort of paradox.
I'm sorry that there's so much happening right now. There's so much.
I took the purest branch of Irminsul as my incarnation in the next samsara.
That wasn't infected?
And left a trail of clues. All in hopes that you would come here and remove me and my pollution from Irminsul
Me and
forever.
my? Like removing the Greater Lord?
Wait, no, I can't.
That's a lot to put on Nahida.
So you realize what that implies. You are very smart indeed.
He's so smart.
Irminsul has all the knowledge and memories of this world. And as you've realized just now, removing me from Irminsul means I essentially will never have existed in this world.
What? What? But what ripple effect will that have?
But this is the only way to save Irminsul.
Would that just make Nahida like the main god?
People love you so much, and they've missed you so much over the past 500 years.
Voice acting is so
I'm
good.
exactly the same. So how
Oh, Nahida.
can we just forget you like this?
World forget me. Oh my god. It's not just a theme, it's a literal world forget me. It's a literal thing. It's not just a theme. Holy shite.
Is there really no other way? There must be something else I can do.
You're the god of wisdom, Booer.
Booer.
You should know that there is no other way.
And she probably does know that.
But this is so cruel.
Oh,
I don't want to forget
oh my
you.
god. Holy hell.
No need to feel so sad, Booer. As someone who delights in wisdom, you should feel joy at
Like you can
finally
tell that the
finding
Greater
answer.
Lord was waiting for this for years. Like it's been something they've come to terms with. Nahida just hasn't.
These are the words in their entirety. The answer you've been seeking all along. Let the world completely forget me.
Isn't that Sorry, I was about to swear. That's insane to me that from the start, when we first entered Sumeru, one of the first phrases we heard, "World forget me," is literally the most important thing you're ever going to hear. And not only the most important thing, it leads up to this. Like it's so well written.
We all nestle under the
I'm
great
gonna
tree
die.
of wisdom, peering out to perceive the world. From the earth and from the rain, we perceive its wonders, until we become a white bird to perch atop a branch, and finally snap off the most important.
Oh, Nahida. Oh no.
Once upon a time, I
Oh.
alone dreamed in this world. In my dreams,
Oh.
everybody would also dream after they fell asleep. Wild and wonderful thoughts would
Oh, there's
emerge
the-
from their minds.
There's the branch.
Some tumbled to the
That's
ground,
Nahida.
and others floated to the sky, connecting all things in the world into one dazzling net. Among a plethora of worlds were numerous smaller
She's
ones,
hugging her like a baby.
all of fate, finding within the
Jesus
tapestry their
Christ.
brilliant glow. I gradually understood that these indescribable and constantly changing things are the most profound things in the world. Only
Oh, she's
they
disappearing.
can completely repel the madness. Only dreams can awaken consciousness from the deepest darkness.
Oh, Nahida. So sad, man. So sad. It's so sad. I'm not doing
I'm
good.
the one who posed this question, yet also the one who sought a solution. Saving the world with the dreams of the people used to be my answer. And now,
Oh.
you've also found your own answer, and I shall return all the dreams to the people.
Oh, I'm a freaking mess. Oh, Dunya's heart. Oh god. No, no, yes, yes, yes.
Goodbye, people of Sumeru. May you be blessed tonight with the sweetest of dreams.
I'm so glad I went to the shop already today. Because I cannot, like, are you okay, buddy? Yeah, I'm just trying to buy some food. I'm freaking destroyed. Are you alright?
I'm alright. I'm just a little confused.
What are you confused about?
We've just saved the world, right?
Yeah.
So why am I crying?
Don't tell me.
I don't know where this feeling inside of me is coming from. But I feel very sad.
Oh, she doesn't know. So it's just, she doesn't remember what happened because it has the word
Just
forget me.
now, we used the power
Okay,
of Gnosis
she does
to
then.
successfully connect with the Irminsul consciousness from 500 years ago. Then we removed the remaining pollution from Irminsul.
So we remembered because we're not from this world.
Yeah, what's wrong? Weren't you there just now?
Paimon doesn't seem to remember either. Has everyone forgotten about the Greater Lord? Should I tell him the truth? They wouldn't want that though. What? I feel super sleepy. What's happening with this? What's happening? Who was that? I didn't get a good look because my eyes are filled with tears. Who was that? My eyes are filled with tears.
Huh? That sound. Traveler! Paimon!
I've been waiting here far
Oh
too long.
no!
But finally I have the chance to be
No, no, no,
alone
no, no,
with
no.
you.
No.
All the precious time I wasted has finally paid
Stop.
off.
Don't you freaking dare.
The doctor! What have you done?
Don't even try it.
Just a type of sound wave that can quickly put defenseless people into a dream. As I expected, it doesn't have any effect on gods. This is the only thing of interest I found among the sage's research. I thought I'd take it for a little spin. Don't worry. I know you would never forgive me if I actually killed them.
He's been waiting. He never left Sumeru.
I'm here to negotiate with you. Naturally, I won't do anything dangerous that could potentially damage our relationship.
Negotiate with me? I heard you had already left Sumeru. Why are you here again now?
I left Sumeru, but I also
What?
stayed in Sumeru.
What do you want about?
Even the God of Wisdom is restricted by the habits of cognition. How disappointing.
You mean there are many different versions
Oh
of you
god,
in this world?
one was bad enough.
An astute guess. Even the same individual will have different cognitions at different ages. A long time ago, I made a major decision in hopes of preserving all my perspectives of how I observed the world. Observation is the first step of any experiment, but observing the current world doesn't satisfy me. It lacks an important dimension, that of
It's a great
time.
shot, but like I want him to leave.
So I saved segments of all my ages and made them into independent individuals. That's all there is to it. Indulge me. How does the God of Wisdom find my method of seeking knowledge?
How about you go home for real?
It's an insult to the very concept of
Yeah,
life.
it is.
Life inherently has many rules and restrictions, each with its own significance and reason to exist. They can't be broken on a whim.
Good. Amazing, even. Indeed, it's difficult for humans to make peace with themselves. Not to mention oneself from a different period.
Since you were in the academia, why wait until now to show up? You could very well have stopped
True.
us and helped that fake guy.
True.
Simple. Let me ask you this. Would any staff member ever help the subject in the middle of an
Oh
experiment?
jeez, he's such a sicko. He loves the experiment. He doesn't care about the conclusion. He loves the journey of the experiment.
It was my experiment. So why should I interfere with the results?
Sicko.
The academia saw the plan to create a god as their ultimate goal, yet you only saw it as an ordinary experiment.
Nita, you gotta get out of there, girl.
You really are crazy. If the experiment succeeded, you would have had a new god on your hands. How would you have faced your own god then?
Oh my god, that's not a question for the doctor.
Would you still take the same stance? Would you still hold the same view of yourself?
I'm first and foremost a scholar. These results should be left to the judgment of the hypothetical me confronted with that outcome. But you're right. And that's exactly why I'm disappointed with the conclusion of this experiment.
As an individual, you don't have any sense of belonging. And you seem to have even fewer convictions.
Oh my
than a
god,
typical
Nahida, what a
scholar.
line.
Oh no, I certainly have my own convictions.
Great voice acting.
They just don't fit your standards, that's
I don't think anything about you fits a standard, if I'm being honest, Mr. Doctor.
all right, that's enough conversation for today. The experiment is over, and it's time to tidy up the equipment and reclaim any useful materials. For example...
Oh, he's gonna take the Gnosis.
Lesser Lord Kusanali, you're an intelligent Archon. I'm sure you understand the disparity in our combat abilities at this time. Besides, you have no way to use that electro-gnosis in battle.
Didn't you say you were here to negotiate with me? Somehow, it's starting to seem like you intend to take it by force now.
I'm merely stating a fact. After all, I'm also a scholar. Naturally, I hope to show proper respect and dignity to the God of Wisdom.
Yeah, right. Yeah, right.
Your hypocrisy is built on absolute confidence.
She's so smart. She's so smart.
I understand your scheme, but... What if I were to destroy the Gnosis now and awaken the
Hida?
heavenly principles?
Awaken the heavenly principles?
Is he gonna see this as like an experiment?
Do you think that's really possible?
The heavenly principles have been silent for many years, but the Gnosis are symbols of their control over Teyvat and all the laws. Will the destruction of a Gnosis attract the attention of the heavenly principles? And if so, how do the Fatui plan to deal with the
She's so smart,
consequences?
man. This is stuff I couldn't even think of.
Do you dare to gamble such a possibility with me?
Gamble? How surprising. I thought you would show evidence or use rigorous reasoning to prove your point. The word gamble is the last thing I expected to hear from the God of Wisdom.
I mean, she's doing a smart thing down because she's already like got you in a little bit of like a conversation loop here.
This is a clever move. You must have seen through me when I first captured your consciousness. As a scholar, I respect all possibilities. This has always been my principle and is an essential trait as an experimenter. Indeed, I can't ignore this possibility.
Again, yeah, he's just seen this as
So
another
tell me
experiment.
What are your conditions?
This foreign Gnosis will only lead to disaster if it stays in Sumeru. But this Electro-Gnosis is the prize I obtained after defeating one of your fellow Harbingers. Now, as the one who initiated this cascade of events, shouldn't you pay the corresponding price?
Price? Interesting. What price would you have me pay?
How about erasing all your other segments?
Huh?
So this is how you wish to restrict me, the most threatening opponent of the Nation of Wisdom. What you request of me is like plucking out the eyes I have placed in the dimension of time. Segments are extraordinarily difficult to make. They require extremely rare resources and enormous amounts of time and effort, requiring me to destroy them all here and now. Bravo. A suitably wise decision.
Again,
on
just
your
showing how
part.
smart she is again.
Yes. How very interesting. Can I assume that you have long been wary of me? Among all the versions of me, this segment you see now is the most selfish. If it weren't me, your idea wouldn't have worked. What did you see when you were imprisoned? You were observing me, and that's how you know I've long grown tired of their doubts and endless arguments.
Like you said, it's difficult to make peace with yourself.
And this also like calls back to Scaramouche, who also can't make peace with themselves.
Being as smart as you are, have you managed
Oh
to
my
do
god,
that?
Nahida, you're so good at this.
I see. If you think all those versions of me are worth a gnosis, then deal.
You sure didn't hesitate much.
Oh my god.
Is the relationship between all the versions of you really that bad?
Nahida's so good at this because this is like showing like how much like she will be a great Archon.
I don't think there's any need to dwell on that. The surplus versions of me can be exchanged for a gnosis. Do you think any... But what I'd like to know is, how can you be sure that I've really erased them?
I can see your remaining honesty.
Remaining honesty?
What a ridiculous decision! You can't be serious!
What is happening? What is happening?
You think this is the end? Wait, I'll have my revenge.
You'll make this moment count.
You will regret this.
What did we just hear?
Have you confirmed that it's complete?
So you erased all the other ones? What?
Here, take it.
And now that's how he gets the
The
gnosis.
future of Sumeru City will be in my hands alone. I will shut down the Akasha and let curiosity and the thirst for knowledge.
Now, am I
drive
getting
the
this
round
right
of
that she felt that
academics once
like
again?
having all those different versions of him gone is going to benefit the world more than if she kept the gnosis?
There won't be any further gaps for you to exploit.
It truly pains me that my academic achievements have never been appreciated in my homeland. Of course,
homeland
I have no
from
interest in
Sumeru.
being rejected by this city for a third
Yeah, we
time.
know that he was like if the academia sees this guy as like, you know, maybe going too far, right? That means it's definitely too far.
Another chess piece. And where is your
None of your business.
dendronesis?
Don't be greedy, harbinger of snake.
You tell him.
No, this is a different transaction. If you intend to turn off the Akasha anyway, then there's no further
Okay, what can you
use
give
for
her,
the
though?
Gnosis of Sumeru, is there? Besides, isn't it the Archon's duty to deliver what's desired of the Seeker? Oh, judging from your expression, you don't seem to find the idea very agreeable.
Yeah, you shut your mouth then. How about that,
Then
doctor?
let's think of it this way. Since you're the god of wisdom, how about I exchange some knowledge with you?
What?
People exchanging knowledge with the God of Wisdom is the stuff of legends. Yet here you wish to exchange knowledge for the God of Wisdom's property.
She's doing so well with this. She really is.
Arrogant as that is, it has piqued my interest.
Let me ask you, have you in all your mighty knowledge ever heard the rumor that the skies of Tevat are fake?
Oh my freaking god, no, 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 what? No!
That's the secret hidden by Irminsul
Oh.
concerning the truth of this world.
He's not gonna drop this.
Once I finish telling you about this, it will be time for me
That the
to
skies
say
are fake?
goodbye.
Like Scaramouche
With
said?
negotiations, we've all gotten what we wanted. I'm very glad I got to meet you like this.
Oh my...
Your arrogance may know no bounds, and convictions may mean nothing to you. but I'll still listen to what you have to say.
Can we listen in? No, don't do a transition. Don't do a transition. Let me listen in. I want to hear about this guy. No. Secrets and dark truths flow into the mind of the wise and everything falls silent. No. I wanted to hear about it. Several days later?
Together! Okay. Wake him up.
We've been asleep for that long? No, we're back in Tanari's house.
You awake? Kale says it's time
Clay?
for breakfast. Come
Oh
on,
my
get up.
god. This is... But, Paimon, so much has happened. Good morning, Paimon.
Good morning. How are you feeling today?
Pretty good.
Good to hear.
Why are they not showing their
Looks like
face?
we've recovered pretty well. Not even Tainari could stop us from going out now.
Wait, Tanari
right?
was stopped. That's actually, oh, of course, Daddy Tanari. Okay, on that day, we lost consciousness in battle. When we woke up, we found ourselves in Gandaharaville. And Tanari and Kalei were looking after us. Couldn't ask for two better people to look after you. I heard that it was Sino who brought us here. Tanari complained that Sino was always sending people to him, but he's taking great care of us. Of course, Sino cares about us too. After completely exhausting ourselves, we had a good rest here, and after a few days, we finally recovered enough to be able to go back out. From what Tanari and Kalei have said, the Akasha has been turned off completely, and the people of Sumeru will no longer rely on it. Such a big change certainly affects people's lives, but it definitely will be a good thing.
Come on, Traveler. Let's
That's
go.
a lot. Huh. Where's Kalei? A toast to victory. Talk to Kalei. Oh my god, right away. Right away. Right away. Right away. Where is she? Kalei? Where is she? Oh, she's up here.
Good morning. Looks like you're awake.
Oh my god, it's so good to see you again. After everything that's happened this episode, we need Kalei. Of course we do.
Yep, yep.
Good morning, Kalei.
I prepared some breakfast today.
Oh, it looks so
Please
good.
have a taste.
It's nice to have you here so we can eat something yummy.
Yeah, and we love a bit of food. After all that we just heard, we didn't get to hear about the theory of the skies, or not the theory. I guess it's not a theory anymore. It's some sort of knowledge that we don't understand or comprehend. But we do have Kalei's food, which I'm not even joking. This means the world to me. We get to see Kalei again like this.
Well, now that I've recovered from Alizar, I'm feeling better than ever. I can even prepare 4 or 5 meals a day now.
She's fully recovered? I have not heard better news in my life. Kalei, I'm so freaking happy for you, girl. I'm so freaking happy for you.
And Paimon
Are you
makes
kidding
it
me?
all delicious.
It's the best news ever. I see when we saw Cure Dunya, I was like, has it cured Kalei too?
By the way, someone brought a letter for you after you went to sleep last night.
Kalei, I'm looking at you and I'm so happy you're cured. Paimon hasn't already read it?
Nope. Paimon wanted to read the letter with you after you woke up. So Paimon didn't know.
Oh my god,
All right,
Kalei's
let's read it
better.
now.
That is the best. I'm sorry, but that's just like made all the suffering we just went through like a little bit worthwhile.
Oh, it's from Milu.
Oh, for real?
We're going to hold a feast at the Grand Bazaar and celebrate Sino's
Oh,
re-appearance
Sino has a
as
little
the
party?
General Mahamatra.
Oh my god.
As heroes of Sumeru, please be sure to attend. I'll wait for you. The date of the banquet is written on the back. It's in 2 days.
That's so good.
Oh, I've also heard that you've become heroes here as well. That's amazing.
Kalei, we're just doing our part. You know what the real hero is? You, and we're so happy for you.
Sometimes I'm really envious of strong and confident people like you.
Kalei, you literally, when you leave your house, the sun shines brighter.
Oh, you're embarrassing me.
Anyway, let's go to the Grand Bazaar to have a look.
Kalei, you come too.
Before you leave,
No?
be sure to inform Master Tainari.
I will inform Daddy Tanari, yes. But can you come too, Kalei?
Everything has been getting better lately, and my mood has been improving as well.
That's so good.
You can come find me anytime if you need anything.
Thanks for looking, Kalei, listen. You're the best. Thanks for looking after us.
You're welcome. I was just doing my duty. Remember to talk to Master Tainari before you leave.
Please tell me there's like a cutscene in Mondstadt where we get to talk to Amber about this. She was sick, but now she's better. Oh, Daddy.
Ah, good morning. How do you feel today?
We feel much better. How about you?
How's your wound, Tanari?
I'm recovering well, thanks for asking.
But from the looks of it, you seem to be already busy with work again.
It's fine. I'm not that busy, really. The Elazar patients have recovered, as well as Hypatia. For now, I only need to tend to my Forest Watcher duties.
Yeah. What a good dude. Actually, just one of the best.
It seems once Irminsul started getting better,
Oh my god.
everything else started
I
to
feel like I've
recover
run a
too.
marathon.
Yes, but there are still some residual effects.
Like my body genuinely feels exhausted.
The withering is one example. Though it won't spread anymore, the existing zones won't just disappear. We forest rangers will still need to do the work.
Okay, want to look right at the camera and just say that is a really good contextual way of saying the gameplay aspect of the withering still around.
By the way, we have some good news. Sino got his position back.
Yeah, Daddy Saito.
This news is hardly new. He had already mentioned
Of
it
course
to
he
me
has.
before.
Of course he has. He called you right away.
Huh? You mean he was already here? Why didn't he come to say hi to us?
Nice gloves.
He visited once, but he was afraid of disturbing you while you were resting. He just asked me a few questions and left.
And you probably already know all about the celebration feast.
Celebration feast? No, I haven't heard anything about that.
Huh? But didn't Milu say in her letter that they would celebrate Sino? He didn't tell you?
He didn't tell you about the celebration?
Perhaps. Or...
Oh
alternatively,
no,
he
and they knew
doesn't know
you'd say
about it either.
something.
Come to think of it,
It's
Sino
not gonna be a
doesn't
surprise
seem like
party.
the type who'd enjoy a celebration feast.
I guess Ninu's only planning on telling him once the festivities are underway.
You and Kale are both Sino's close friends. Why don't you come to the feast with us?
Kale has taken over some of my tasks these days. I don't think she'll have time for it. Not to mention me. You see, some VIPs have come to the forest recently.
Okay.
Huh? VIPs? Very important Paimons?
Yes.
Well, technically speaking, they are former VIPs. The sages involved in recent incidents have begun their training in the Avidia Forest, and the people they had previously imprisoned have all been released.
Huh?
Is your master alright?
Yes, he's a little weak, but he isn't injured and his condition is stable. Lesser Lord Kusanali, in her boundless mercy, has decided to spare Azar and the other wrongdoers. Supposedly, they were ashamed of their shallow ideologies, and have decided to dedicate the rest of their lives to cultivating wisdom in the Avidia Forest.
Okay.
When they learned that Lesser Lord Kusanali had defeated the Balladeer and saved Irminsul, they were shocked at first, but also became happy, feeling that the sacred light guiding them on the path of discovering wisdom had begun to shine once again. As a result, work has increased for the forest rangers.
That sounds really exhausting.
Yeah, it sounds like a lot.
There is nothing we can do, really. But that's another topic. Back to the matter at hand. Are you two planning to head out?
Ah, right! We're here to request permission to
You have to
head
ask
out.
Dad.
Would that be okay?
You've recovered well. You may go.
Let's talk about... Yeah.
But be careful.
You may go, but be careful. Look at the smile.
Yay, will do!
She's so happy. Can we just say, like, really quickly, like, that's a lot of information that they threw at us right there. But basically, like, if I'm getting everything right, because the Balladeer has been defeated, and the idea of the god, that, like, the creation of the god has been defeated and all this stuff, and now Nihida is now the one who's kind of like not calling the shots, but is now the god that, like, the god who was now people would follow, because it's the only god here, because they all forgot about Ruka Devata. I guess a lot of them, like, still remember a lot of their bad deeds, which means that they're still trying to, like, some of them are probably happy that they're no, like, we know there are people in the academia who were against the idea of, like, what was happening there. We know this for a fact. So is that what they're saying, that some of them were definitely happier that all this has happened, that it's all changed? Is this a surprise party?
Well, there won't be any problems if the feast starts at that time. Everything has already been
I
prepared.
can't believe we're doing a surprise party for Sino.
Mr. Zubair, I finished tallying things up here. Well, except for the guests.
Is a simple reply really that much to ask of our guests? It's affecting our arrangements.
That sounds like the Sumeru crew.
Oh, it'll be fine. Besides, it never hurts to get things ready in advance.
I was thinking the same thing. The feast will be held sooner or later, right?
Hey, Nilu!
Traveler, Paimon.
I'm over the moon for the idea of this. The idea of a surprise party.
We got your letters, and here we are!
You're the best. The other guests haven't even replied yet.
Huh? Are we the only ones that have arrived?
Yeah. I had someone deliver letters to all of our guests.
No, there's no way they're gonna
But
miss
maybe
this.
everyone is still busy with other things.
Look, I get it. Sumeru is in an extremely important period of
For
transition
real.
right now, but even if your friends are important figures, they shouldn't just ignore your request like this.
It just sounds like the Sumeru crew.
Nilu is Sumeru's #1 celebrity after all.
Of course, you're right.
You have no idea how happy I am to talk to people with good taste.
If you consider enjoying Nilu's dances having good taste, then almost everybody has good taste.
Paimon just said, the thing you like is popular. The thing you like, it needs stop gatekeeping.
Because Paimon thinks everybody will love her performance.
Paimon said, stop being a gatekeeper.
That's right. We all think she's amazing
Yeah.
too.
This is the dude who, like, when the Oasis concert got announced, and then he's like, yo, like, all these newbies like an Oasis, dude, they're one of the biggest British bands of all time. 10 of their songs get overplayed to this day.
Nilu is an absolute favorite among those of us who frequent the Grand
I prefer
Bazaar.
Nilu to Oasis, I'll be
For
honest though.
Outlanders, you have a great eye. Master Zubair, let's have a vote for the most outstanding audience members next time. I think these two may win.
I appreciate it.
Nonsense. It is not for us to determine the value of an audience.
But we would win.
But indeed, we could try giving gifts to people with particularly good taste. I heard there's a device in Fontaine called a camera that can record
I got
people's
one. I got like
appearances
2.
as pictures. Such pictures would make superb gifts.
Ooh, good idea. I wonder where we can find one.
You guys are so funny. There's really no need for that. I'm satisfied just being able to perform here.
There's always a lot going on at the Grand Bazaar.
Yeah, and that's why I love it here. Traveler and Paimon, could you help confirm if the letters were actually delivered?
Oh, we have to talk to everyone?
If for some reason they didn't receive the letters, then please tell everyone that there will be a feast here.
Okay, we'll go and check around.
Yeah,
Go around and check.
We can also check out how everything in Sumeru is going now.
Do you know where everybody is?
When I wrote the letters, I heard that Dia was in Port Ormos, and Alhaitham was at the Academia.
Okay.
As for Sino, we've only heard that he appears at the Academia from time to time.
Sino's gonna be a hard one.
I'm not too sure about Rahman's whereabouts. My guess is that he's with Dia.
Right.
As for Dunyarzad, I just
Oh,
hope she's
Dunyarzad gonna be
feeling
here too?
better. I sent her a letter, but I was afraid of disturbing her. If you have time, please ask about her for me.
Sure.
Okay, got it. Let's go, Traveler.
This is good. This is really good. We're gonna, like, it's a really cool way of getting us to go around and actually check on, like, everything. So we have to inquire about Alhaitham first. Man, it's so weird because, like, nobody remembers, like, what happened with Lord Rukkhadevata except for us. And of course, like we said, telling anybody, like, to me, what that's gonna do is, like, it would be the opposite of what was wanted from Lord Rukkhadevata, in my opinion, anyway. In my humble opinion. Where's Al Haytham? Where's that beautiful man?
We haven't seen Al Haytham anywhere. Let's ask that person over there.
He's about yay tall, big abs, beautiful eyes.
Hey there, have you seen Al Haytham around?
Yes, it seems Scribe Al Haytham has gone to the House of Dana. You should be able to
Okay.
find him there. But you're already the second group of people I've seen looking for him today.
Who else is looking
he
for
must
him?
be quite the busy man.
Oh? Who else was looking for him?
Mr. Cave was just here asking about him. You wouldn't
All right.
believe how terrible their relationship is.
Oh?
And you two are here.
Oh? Oh?
Don't tell me everyone's here looking for gossip about the sages.
No, not at all.
No way. We're strictly here on business.
Ah, I see. Sorry, I thought maybe everyone's as interested in rumors
Did you
about
see
the
that? Like,
sages as I am.
that's the first time they mentioned Cave, by the way, not Cave, as I call him, Cave. And also the relationship between him and Al Haytham. Oh my god. Wait, is Cave gonna be there too? Is this gonna be our introduction to him? It's over this way, yeah. Oh my god. I'm actually so excited. I'm so excited. And look, they're hiding behind a wall. What are you doing behind a wall? Wait, is that them? I think that's them. Is this our introduction to Cave? It is! It literally is! Oh my god.
Al Haytham should be around here
He's right
somewhere,
there!
right?
With his roommate.
Oh, he's over there. But it looks like he might not have time for us.
He's already talking with someone else.
Just put down that worthless book and tell me what happened in the academia.
Oh my god. Oh my love.
This is not just some worthless book. Do you have any idea how difficult it is to find a physical book like this in Sumeru?
This is 12.5 years into the marriage bickering right here.
It doesn't matter. It's probably
That's
just
what this
another
is.
thing that you used your authority to get your hands on anyway.
Oh
Just
dear
put
lord.
it aside. Listen, I came back today only to hear that the sages have disappeared.
Look at this handsome man.
Oh.
Look
You
at this
sound
handsome man.
surprised. I thought you would already know
It's
the
not
inside
natural.
story.
Would I be here asking you if I knew? You're the scribe, not me. So just tell me what you know already.
You are gorgeous. Understand me. You are beautiful. You are one of the prettiest things I've ever seen in my life. You need to understand.
Well, I almost became a sage.
Huh?
Oh, don't sound too surprised now.
No.
You're the renowned Cave, light of the Kasharawar. Besides, as a master builder and craftsman, chances are you'll be appointed as a sage too.
So Al Haytham's a sage.
Why do I feel like you don't really mean it?
Huh. What makes you say that? Why would you question my heartfelt sincerity?
Oh my god, this is legit dinner party style bickering from the married couple in the corner. You're like the type of married couple after they're bickering, you're like, man, why did we invite Cynthia and Sammy? Dude, why did you invite Al Haytham and Cave? They're good friends. Yeah, but like they're just arguing in the corner over a book. Look at them over there.
Maybe it's because you've never said anything good about me before.
That is, I'm telling you, the levels of bickering that is a 12.5-year marriage.
Yeah, well, I share a similar sentiment. And anyone who knows you as well as I do would surely do the same.
Oh my god. Save some handsome for the rest of us, boys. You!
See? This is why I hate discussing anything with you. Your ridiculous and arrogant attitude always gets in the way.
This isn't even undertones. This is literally a bickering couple.
It seems that you really can't stand my personality.
Ha! What was your first clue?
Oh my god, you're beautiful. Your eyebrows.
Well, then you might as well move out of my house.
No, you're so good together.
Are you threatening me? Stooping to a new low, I see. Ugh, and don't change the subject. You, a sage? What a joke. The academia might as well just close tomorrow.
This is the greatest scene in the history of Genshin Impact.
Are they having a fight?
It's a relationship. Let's see how it plays out. We're not in a rush anyway. We're having entertainment for this.
Forget what's going on with the academia. Haven't you been busy with your construction project? Tell me, when are you going to build yourself a mansion?
Don't get me started. I get angry just thinking about it.
Oh my god. Look at that side profile.
So, what great building did our master architect work on this time?
Like I need to tell you. Keep your nose out of my business.
Oh my god. Look at this. You are so pretty.
No, I think we deserve to know. Where were you when Sumeru needed you most?
Where were you?
I was in the desert for a large project.
You even look good from this
Considering
angle.
Ravatat's utter ignorance of architectural and aesthetic matters, you probably wouldn't understand. Which is truly unfortunate. I can only pity the man who doesn't understand the first thing about beauty and romance. Unlike a true... Hold on, wait a second. What do you mean by when Sumeru
Yeah, what do you mean by
needed me
that?
most?
Well, while you were out fiddling around in the desert, many people came together to save Sumeru from a crisis.
Ha! And you think I'd believe
Oh,
that?
buddy. Oh my god. I need to quit this game.
Look, all you really need to know is that Azar and all his accomplices have all been overthrown.
Huh? What nonsense are you talking about?
So he didn't know about this, but Jesus freaking Christ. This is the type of person, by the way, that looks in the mirror in the morning, gets that one tuft of hair and puts it in between their eyes because it looks really good.
It's no skin off my nose if you don't believe me. It's not like my Darshan was the one trying to apply for funding from the Grand Sage. Yours, though, on the other hand.
You know what? I'll ask around. I'm sure someone knows what's going on here. You're dead if I find out you're lying.
You're dead. I love that they just let these two bicker for like 10 minutes. Or maybe I just paused too many times. Where'd he go? I'm about to get into the construction business myself. Where'd you go? I'm about to get into the business. Actually, I need a house built. And every time the house is built, I'll pretend that it was done wrong, so he has to do it again. Would you like a glass of orange juice, Mr. Carver? I really should be going. Well, I need a shed built as well.
Hey, Alhaitham.
Oh.
What a
it's you
game.
two.
What a game.
What's the matter?
We're running some errands for Nilu. Have you received her letter?
Letter?
Nilu said she sent out a letter inviting everyone to a celebration feast in 2 days at the Grand Bazaar. We'll also be celebrating Zaino's reinstatement as General Mahamatra.
If she addressed the letter to Alhaitham of the Academia, then the letter should have gone to my office. I've been busy these days, so I haven't had time to check for any new mail at my office. I only now have some free time to attend to personal matters.
Have you always been so busy with your work?
Of course not. I'm only busy these days because several sages have been dismissed recently and the whole Academia was practically turned upside down.
Kainari told us they all went to train in the Avidia Forest. Apparently they will spend the rest of their lives there.
That is already the best possible ending for the likes of them.
Yeah.
4 of the 6 great sages were possessed by their desire for power and attempted to create a new god. In order to pull it off, they even imprisoned the other 2 rational sages. To imagine such things could take place in the Academia. I don't know where to begin.
The 6 great sages sounds pretty powerful. But now you're a sage.
You're right. Huh.
And we're a sage too of
Feels kinda
Nihida.
strange to hear them called that after all this time. But then again, the 6 great schools sounded pretty impressive too.
Yes, at least that's how they're supposed to sound.
I wonder what happened to Scaramouche as well, you know? So much is happening.
It's said that when the Academia was first founded, the Dendro Archon herself established the 6 great schools, each representing one of the 6 different types of wisdom. Numerous Darshans have sprung up and faded, Only the 6 Darshans attaching themselves to the 6th grade schools have stood the test of time and obtained permanent seats in the academia. Now, the 6 Darshans
Really
are
cool
merely
shot there.
synonymous with the 6th grade schools, and the leaders selected for the schools are the 6th grade sages. Among the 6th grade sages, there is one central leader, the Grand Sage. Unfortunately, only the sages from Vahumana and Amorta remain now. They were imprisoned for opposing Azar and were only rescued after Azar's downfall.
So who's managing things in the other 4 schools now? Do they need to find someone new?
Paimon always so inquisitive.
Yes. Normally, new sages are selected based on a strict set of criteria.
Oh, didn't you just say something about becoming a sage? If they pick you, then we'd have a huge connection in Sumeru.
That's actually very true. Paimon does have a point.
Yes, about that. You didn't let me finish my sentence. The person in charge of personnel affairs nominated me to be the Grand Sage in place of Azar and help Lesser Lord Kusanali manage the academia. But I refused.
Wait, for real?
Huh? But why? Ugh, can't you be a little more ambitious?
I think it would have been great.
I'm not even interested in being one of the 6th grade sages. Like I said before, I don't like being a leader.
Oh, all right. So are you busy these days trying to find others to take the job?
That's not my job either. I'm only responsible for handling important affairs within the academia before the new sages take office.
There's a very much softer tone to his voice for sure, but I think I understand why he wouldn't want to become the... It's a lot of responsibility, and it's definitely something that he's not told. He's not interested, I think, in the kind of like administration part of it. You're still a leader now, even if it's just temporary.
And the first thing I'll do is reject Kasharawar's application for funding.
By the way, who was that other person just now? Is he your friend?
Roommate.
Do we look like friends?
Paimon doesn't know. That's why Paimon's asking.
Paimon's like, I don't get it, okay? I just don't get it.
His name is Kaveh, my roommate. You could say he's the representative for Ksharawar scholars. Which is exactly why he always has so many problems.
I keep forgetting. I know I said I'd read out the... Yeah, it says, well, he didn't seem to believe a word you told him, yeah.
So everything that's happened recently must be a huge change for the people of Sumeru.
Thanks for your hard work these days. Yeah. Honestly, like, I honestly, like, I would feel more comfortable if he was the Grand Sage, but, like, I totally understand where he's coming from.
Such is the work of the Academia Scribe.
Anyway, no matter how busy you are, since you are our planner, remember to attend the celebration feast in 2 days.
Yeah, it would be great if you were there.
All right. I'll see you there.
Oh, he's coming. Of course he is. Man, what a beautiful, beautiful group of men. Huh? Me too, official.
The House of Dana is the last quiet place in the whole academia now. I was originally planning to stay here a little longer, but there's a chance that Kaveh might show up again. What a nuisance. I'd better go somewhere else.
It's really fun. It's actually really, really fun. So to go to Port Ormos. Man, that was amazing. That was so amazing. But Kaveh is beautiful. Kaveh is like actually just like, you know, gorgeous. I think I might have to like I said, like I might have to like, I don't know, raise the funds so he can get funded myself, you know, so I'd be involved in the project. We found the funds for you, Kaveh. Where'd you find the funds? Don't worry about it, okay? You stick with me.
This is Port Ormos. Now where could...
Dunyazard.
Is that Paimon I hear?
So great to hear your voice.
Huh?
Oh, it's been a while.
It's been so long. How are you doing? How are you doing? Like,
It's been so
have you got better?
seen you.
We're good. How about you?
I'm doing well. I can go as far as saying I have never been happier in my entire
Of course, of course.
life. I don't know if you've heard, but Elazar has completely disappeared. And all the
Yes.
patients have recovered.
We heard it from Calais as well.
You kidding? Knowing
There's
them
the girl.
and the connections they've got, I'm sure they've heard about it.
Didn't expect to see you here.
That's right. My lady is feeling better now, so I'm accompanying her for a walk.
Why do you still call me that, Dia? You've already informed my father of your resignation.
She
I
resigned?
guess I'm just used to calling you my lady. Old
I mean, I
habits die
imagine you've
hard.
been together for so long. You've been helping out for so long.
Resignation? You mean you're quitting?
Yeah, I might start losing my edge if I keep being a bodyguard for the Homayanis.
You know that my parents and I are fond of you, and that we appreciate you very much. It wouldn't be a problem if you wish to continue to be our bodyguard.
I'm not a woman that's easily persuaded. You should know that by now,
Yeah.
my lady. When I took this job, I had already decided that I'd quit as soon as you'd recovered. It's time for me to get back out there and chase that horizon.
That feels good. That feels good, right? If it feels good, then that's what you should do. For sure. And we support you, Diha.
So what are you gonna do now if you're not gonna be a bodyguard anymore?
I want to take a risky job and put my body to the test again.
Huh? But we literally just finished one of the most dangerous jobs ever. Are you getting bored?
But I was like,
already?
this thing is hard, man. This life is hard. Avengers life is hard for me.
I know. If I hadn't joined in that plan with you, I wouldn't have come up with this idea. I guess I still get fired up by that feeling of going all out in a fight. It made me realize that I'm still a mercenary through and
Yeah.
through.
And that's fair. If that's what feels right for you, that's what you do.
Life is short, and I'm happy that I got to be a part of that operation. But the whole thing also made me realize that there are still many problems in Sumeru. And as a desert dweller, I'm still not completely ready to settle down on this side of the wall.
Well, I remember a friend had someone bring you a message.
You mean I'll hate them? I didn't expect him to still remember that. I thought he was joking.
We just came from talking with Alhaitham at the Academia.
Did he tell you that he suggested that I come work at the Academia?
Of course, he like Alhaitham secretly loves the crew now.
What?
We didn't hear anything about that.
I heard that Azar and his cronies fell from power, and Alhaitham told me that now was a good time to find a job in the Academia, but only if I wanted to.
Whoa. Hyman can't see you being anything other than a mercenary.
Me neither. But I think Dia would look great dressed up as a scholar.
Probably. I mean, but like, I don't think it would suit her soul.
Ugh, forget about it. I wouldn't last 10 seconds in there. Alhaitham probably just liked the way I worked and knew I'm good in a fight. So he suggested I find some work in the Academia.
I mean, that makes sense. She is very, very tough.
But you know, if you take him up on the offer, Sino might actually agree and let you become a Matra. Because you're super amazing.
I love Paimon's praise.
The Matra have all the talent they need as long as they have Sino. I prefer to be free to live however I choose.
And that's good. Again, I'm fully in support.
In fact, I chose this job from the very start because I knew it'd be right up my alley.
Even if being a mercenary means facing all kinds of danger.
A lion has to return to the wild sooner or later. If anything, being your bodyguard has been unfamiliar territory for me.
I don't want to see you go.
That's
but
it. That's
I'll
it, isn't it? It's going to be
respect your
tough.
decision.
It's going to be super tough.
I'm glad to hear you say that. Come on, no need for the sad face. It's not like we'll never meet again.
I guess being free is just a power of Dia, how Dia operates. Yeah, it's her.
Once the
Like,
whole
that's who she is,
Dendro
that's who she
Archon
is.
thing is settled, everything in Sumeru will take a turn for the better. That makes me happy too. But a peaceful society will probably mean less demand for mercenaries like me. Before long, we'll be a dying breed. So I'd better get to work while I still can.
Huh? But wait a second. You make it sound like you're leaving now.
But we need to have a party for Sino?
Well, no. Not yet, at least. I promised my lady I'd stick around until next week.
I just, like, again, it's hard for me to be sad completely about this situation, right? Yeah, it's sad to say goodbye to people, but, like, I'm so inspired by Dia doing something she wants to do.
So, have you been in Port Ormos this entire time? We were wondering if you had received a letter from Nilu.
Oh, did Nilu write to us?
There's a party!
She heard that you were seen in Port Ormos, so she sent the letter here.
Huh. It was probably sent to the inn that we're staying at. My lady has been very energetic lately and keeps taking me on hikes, staying out even into the night. By the time we get back, the receptionist is usually off napping on the job.
I think it's, like, very sweet that, like, what now, it's kind of the same with Clay. Clay's, like, has so much energy now, too.
Right, and we tend to leave quite early in the morning, so the old man on duty is also usually dozing off.
So what it really sounds like is that the person on duty is always asleep.
I bet the letter's at the reception desk. I'll go check later.
No wonder there wasn't a reply. You never received the letter. Good thing Nilu asked us to
Exactly,
come
yeah.
Sorry to make you two come all the way out here.
It must be something important for Nilu to specifically write to us like that.
Yes, she said they were preparing a victory feast in the Grand Bazaar, and will also be celebrating Sino's reinstatement.
That's what we should open with. We should open with we're having a surprise party for Sino.
Great! I'll be sure to attend.
Count me in too. But is there some sort of dress code or anything for the feast? Can I just show up looking like this?
You can show up whatever you like. You look amazing.
Since it's being organized by Nilu, I don't think she'll be too
Yeah,
picky.
no, you look amazing though.
If anything, I think she wants to see us as our most natural selves.
All right, then this is how I'll show up.
The feast will be held in 2 days, so don't forget.
Sure.
Thank you so much for letting us know. We'll see you there.
Really sweet stuff.
Oh, by the way, do you happen to know where Sino and Raman are?
The General Mahamatra always comes and goes without a trace.
Yeah, I love that he's just kind of like
Oh,
this,
and no
like the
one knows
wind
his
at the stage.
whereabouts.
Oh.
But last time we met, he mentioned that he had something to do in Aru village. You can try your luck there.
Perfect.
As for Raman, your guess is as good as mine. I only remember he said that he had something to discuss with Sino. You can ask Sino when you meet him.
Thanks, Dia.
Don't mention it. You'd better get going.
All right, on to our next stop.
So now we have to go to Aru village. Wait, should we talk to the gals before we go?
After recovering from Elazar, everything seems so different to me. When I look at the scenery I've visited before, it has a completely different feeling.
And that's such a nice feeling to have.
Yeah. You need to be stronger than an ox to take life by the horns.
I think I've heard you say something like that before. But today, I finally understand what you mean.
Is there any place you'd like to go? I can accompany you.
Still being a bodyguard.
I've got time.
Still being a bodyguard.
What if I tell you that I want to go to the desert?
Fine by me. If we go to the desert, I can introduce you to my friends there. But we should prepare and get everything we need before setting off.
Then let's go! I'll go pack my luggage now. After we're done with the feast in 2 days, we can go have fun in the desert.
You can count me in.
Fantastic stuff. Oh wow, up here. That's where the house was, right? If I'm not mistaken. Of the little boy? Maybe I'm wrong. No, maybe, am I wrong? No, it is a house down here. There he is. There's our beautiful man. How are you, Sino? It's been so good meeting you. Such incredible. This is actually kind of like
It's been a while since we last visited.
really
Aru
sad,
Village.
isn't it? That like this is like kind of like I know it's not a full goodbye. We're gonna see more of these characters, but this is like the end of like Act 5.
Ah, there's Sino.
It's been a while. Look at this. Look at this. Perfect character design. Perfect.
What brings you here?
We recovered well, and Tanari agreed to let us leave, so now we're out and about again.
It seems Kendarvaville's medical treatment is still as good as ever.
Mm-hmm. And Tanari is recovering well, too.
That's good to hear.
Yeah, I bet it's good to hear. Thank you for taking us to him.
Yeah, you're the one who brought us to him when we lost consciousness, right? Thanks for that.
Sino cares a lot.
You're welcome. Tainari has excellent medical skills, and Kale is quite attentive. It was the best place for you.
No, I 100% agree.
But why are you just standing here like a dead tree?
Okay, Paimon.
I'm meeting some people.
Like us?
Oh, you mean Candace?
I've already talked with Candace and the village chief. They're still at the usual place. You can go there if you'd like to see them. But you know one of the people I'm meeting as well.
Oh, by King
Oh,
Deshret's
Ramen?
blessing, my friend suddenly appears in the desert. Don't tell me you've run into trouble and need us to help now.
Raman! And...
Yeah, Sitar. What?
Oh, you know me?
We possessed someone and talked to you before.
Oh, well, you're pretty famous in the academia.
Don't worry, these are our friends. No need to be so guarded.
I see.
How have you been doing lately? It's so weird that like last time we saw them was like during the possession.
I'm doing well. Many good things have happened recently.
Same here. Really, I feel that my whole life has started to shine after suddenly finding a new direction.
Oh, tell us everything.
Paimon generally interested.
Yeah, you go ahead.
Alright, well, I suppose I should start by saying I've decided to leave the academia.
Where's the clap? Okay, I'm gonna clap. 1 second. 1 second. I dropped something as I went to clap. Of course I did. Fantastic. Fantastic. It wasn't meant for you. We could tell. It was destroying you emotionally. Good.
What?
You're not going to be a scholar anymore?
It's not that I've given up on being a scholar. Instead, you could say I've found a new identity.
So happy for you.
I will no longer pursue research like a typical scholar, but I have not completely given up on my relationship to knowledge either.
I can see what you're saying now.
What do you mean?
I plan to leave the academia and return to teach
Oh, that's
here in the desert.
beautiful. Satari, that's beautiful.
Wow, so you want to become a teacher?
Sataria will return to support education here and teach people from the desert. She can't teach everyone on her own, but there are many of us Eremites all over Sumeru. She came to discuss a collaboration with me and hoped that I could bring her ideas to the Eremites.
Yes, it's my hope that the Eremites can help me select a group of smart people with the best aptitude for teaching. I'll teach them, and after they've finished learning from me, they can go educate more people.
This is just good. This is just really good.
That is the true meaning of education and the spreading of knowledge.
The people of King Deshret suffer from sandstorms, exile, and ignorance. Miss Ataria is more than welcome to come teach here. Her arrival is like a star shining in the desert
Home ramen.
The stars have always guided caravans, thieves, soldiers, and travelers who get lost in the night. They lead those in the dark out of trouble and back to safety.
Oh, please. Where's all of this coming from? I'm starting to feel a little embarrassed.
You deserve these compliments. Mercenaries are accustomed to danger and don't fear death, which is why we recognize extraordinary actions that common people would easily overlook.
Sataria's idea will bring much good to many people.
At first, I feared it was destined to fail. Everyone knows that the academia doesn't allow scholars to teach in the desert without permission. As you know, all knowledge is under their surveillance and control, and very few desert dwellers are as lucky as me. But what I heard at that time has been haunting my heart, as if there were lightning bolts constantly bombarding my soul. Sataria, you tread a treacherous path, and the longer you ignore it, the tighter the Academia's grasp on you will become. Sataria, why haven't you gone home? Never forget that the desert
Was this
that
what we
belongs
said
to
when we
you lies
possessed?
elsewhere.
Miss.
Because it was along the lines of stuff we were
These
possessed. Why haven't you
words
gone home and
sparked
stuff?
something in me, and I knew that I had to bring something back to my people after going home.
And I think it's good.
I gathered up the courage to approach the Grand Sage, only to find that he was no longer at the Academia. Lord Sino told me that Azar didn't belong there anymore.
Right.
Azar has received much needed punishment. Though, if you ask me, it may have been too light. You probably have
Well, we
already
saw an
heard.
aspect of it for sure.
Lord Sino helped me obtain permission to leave the Academia for the desert, and accompanied me here to discuss collaboration with members of the Eremites. My plan was able to go smoothly thanks to him and Rahman.
You're all doing so much for the desert.
Aside from that, I also have some other business to discuss with Sino.
Lesser Lord Kusanali has allocated many resources to support and develop the desert. I've done some business for her, and part of it required the assistance of the Eremites.
So she's actually already being very active, as you've seen already, but she's like directly being active with some of the people here.
I applied for a few batches of educational materials from the Academia, and sent them to several groups in the desert, as instructed by Lesser Lord Kusanali.
Man, that's awesome.
I believe the people will
That's
make
so
good use
good.
of them.
That's exactly what the people here need. Physical books and other related items. If it weren't for Sino and Lesser Lord Kusanali, I'm afraid we'd never be able to get our hands on them.
Apart from this, the Academia is also recruiting scholars that are willing to teach in the desert. I'll let you and Sataria know as soon as I have any more news. We must be persistent about this, and maintain these resources to ensure long-term
Right. Yeah.
effectiveness.
I love this. I love that that Nihida has been already like doing like some actually on the ground stuff. Really cool.
This is the first time in hundreds of years we've had a glimmer of hope. I think this may be the turning point for the desert. Remember these words. Here lies our faithful priest, Kasala. His wisdom is a miracle among the people, deserving of high praise and admiration. I hope people with wisdom like that priest will rise again among the desert dwellers. Then we'll once again see the wisdom and glory that once shook the world.
Enough about us. Are you here to discuss some business too?
No, I appreciate you talking about your culture. This is a big thing I was so interested in. I'm so glad it's getting back on its feet. I'm so glad it's not reliant on hate for other people anymore. It's great. Yeah, we have a surprise party coming up.
No, not at all. We're actually here on behalf of Nilu. Nilu wanted to write to everyone, but she wasn't sure where the letters should be sent, so she asked us to come find everyone personally. A celebration feast will be held in 2 days at the Grand Bazaar. She hopes that all of you will be able to attend. At the feast, we'll also be celebrating
No!
Dino's reinstatement as General
No!
Mahamatra.
It's a surprise.
Although, judging from your appearance, it seems you've already been reinstated. Paimon thought you would only start working for the Academia after the feast.
I thought it was gonna be a surprise party.
Celebration? Feast?
I think it was gonna be a surprise. You really didn't know?
It's the first I've heard of it.
Tainari was right. He really didn't know.
Because he probably wouldn't attend.
This feast is for you.
That's so sweet.
Sino. Sounds to me like
And now
you'll
he's doing
have
his
to
job
be
for
there.
good. You know, he's doing his job for someone who will send him out to do good like things that like to punish. There will be punishments because of course there will be. There needs to be. But this time it will be for someone who's virtuous.
It's rare to see that kind of expression from Lord Sino. You must not like feasts very much.
No, not really. But I'll go.
Yes! You two are invited as well. Everyone's invited.
Well, I still have a lot to handle here. Besides, I need to look after Miss Sataria in the desert, so
Okay.
I'll have to pass.
Appreciate it.
I'm afraid I won't be able to join you.
Aw.
Although, if you'd be so kind, please give a message to Miss Nilu for me. The message is, I'm sorry for how I treated you before, but now I understand
Oh,
the beauty
Sataria.
of your dance. It's like a light shining in the sky.
Satari, that's so... No, that's beautiful. That's beautiful. I'm so happy for you and for Rama. I really am. I'm so
You
happy.
And the art
I'm
you
so happy.
symbolize are not only beautiful, but also lively and powerful. So much so that it was prohibited.
Heck yeah.
Please keep dancing, and someday I'll be able to appreciate your art in person.
Okay, we've got all that down.
Be sure to give the message to Nilu. And I think it's so important, right? Like to have someone who was one of the people that was not really a bad person in academia, who like was a part of like the bad things going on though, saying like, hey, look, I'm sorry.
Our job here is complete as well. Oh, Sino, remember, party's in 2 days. Make sure you're there.
Got it.
Sino. We have to wait for 2 days later at 7 o'clock. Do I actually have mail? No, okay. Let's see. So, around here, I guess? This has been really great, this little tour. I love Sino as a character. But how beautiful was Kaveh? Like, they always look different in like, their scenes.
I created another...
Today's the big day. Let's go to the Grand Bazaar and see how the celebration's coming along.
Me coming, you guys are like, hey, why isn't Calvin uploaded in like a while? He sold his PS5 and his Xbox and his old Wii U and his old PlayStation 2 and his old Nintendo Switch. He sold them. Why'd he sell them? He's funding. He bought a plot of land so Kava can design a house. I'll hate them's up there, Diaz up there, Dunya's Art is there, Sido's up there. Look at that, the Sumeru crew!
Everybody's already here. Looks like we're the last ones to arrive.
Awesome.
You're here.
Look at this. Look, Anilo's there, the Sumeru crew.
There you are.
Good evening.
Well,
What a crew.
Finally decided to show up.
You look like you came here immediately after finishing up some work. I'm very happy to see you here.
But we're not late, are we? It's just that everyone else arrived ahead.
Heck yeah, that's the way to go about it, Paimon.
I propose that the last one who arrived be put in charge of today's speeches.
Okay. Hey, everybody. Let me go around and say something nice about everybody. I'll hate them. Abs for days. Beautiful eyes. Beautiful boyfriend. Sino. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Diha. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Okay. Nilu. Look at her hair. It's beautiful, it's beautiful, it's beautiful.
Nah, there won't be any speeches today.
Tanari. Look at the ears. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Kalei. Look at her soul. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful.
Oh, really? Well, even better.
They're all beautiful in every way.
Come join us over here.
Oh, this looks so good. Look at this, the
Let's share
Sumeru
some
crew.
great food and drinks, and chat about all sorts of fun things.
I'm gonna break down.
Everything looks quite good.
It does, doesn't it, Sino?
Wow. Paimon can't wait. Traveler, just look at all the delicious
It looks great. It looks great. The feast and celebration general after the Grand Bazaar goes as planned. Drinks flowing and food is delicious. Venue is beautifully arranged. Okay, they actually gave me some time to read this time. Everyone eats and drinks before enjoying the performances by Nilu and everyone in the Grand Bazaar. Time passes gradually in the wonderful atmosphere and the beautiful evening feels like almost a dream. Oh my god. Heaven.
It's so delicious.
Heaven.
Oh, this grilled meat tastes amazing.
The food was specially prepared for you by everyone in the Grand Bazaar. And we have gifts that were sent by the residents of Sumeru City when they heard we were holding a feast. Everyone that came said that you saved Sumeru and wanted me to thank you all on their behalf.
Everyone here did such an amazing job. Everybody.
Ah, feels kind of nice to be seen as a hero. I could get used to
Yeah,
this.
Dia, you could easily be a hero.
Being a
They're gonna write
bodyguard
books
is
about all the
also a
Sumeru crew
hero's
down the
job.
line.
You've always been amazing, Dia.
So true.
My lady sure has a way with words. Thanks. I'm glad to hear it.
And I'm happy to meet everyone that participated in the great plan.
Don't mention it.
Sino will be the first to be like, hey, don't mention it. Because Sino is a very grateful person. I think is also a very emotionally smart person, right? He just doesn't always show it all the time.
Come to think of it, we've really done something impressive together. It's unbelievable.
Paimon, we have been through more than any other two people in the history of the universe.
We owe it to our abilities. And
I'll take the luck as well. You're right.
Really?
I really want to know what happened to Scaramouche, though.
Everybody thinking that luck was against us and feeling like we hardly had a chance of succeeding.
That's how I remember it too.
It's luck that brought us together, and it was luck that let us form a team.
Oh, the team.
Then it took even more.
Oh, I just
luck
realized
for us
this team isn't going to be a
formulate plan
thing.
and implement it successfully.
Like physically, in our hearts, it's always going to be there, but this is going to be a team going forward.
Moreover,
I'm going to die.
Judging from the results, everything worked out well.
Let's all go on one more adventure. Let's go beat up some people or something.
Yeah. Everyone gave it their all when it mattered most. It was almost like a performance. We took the stage and put on our best show.
Oh, Nilu. Everyone here is fantastic.
Everyone played their part. And thanks to everyone's efforts, the performance was a great success.
Mm-hmm.
So, would you say we're good actors too?
That's one of our more, one more talent under the belt.
It's such a blessing that Lesser Lord Kusanali was able to return to power at the Academia.
Yes, even after being abandoned and neglected so many times, she's finally returned.
Returned to the Academia, abandoned and neglected?
Uh-huh. Lesser Lord Kusanali once used all her power in a great disaster, which resulted in her losing all her wisdom and memories of the past.
Wow, this is the way they
Academia
perceive it.
basically abandoned her because of it. This should be something everybody should remember.
Yeah, I suppose. You look at the white
You look
eyes.
surprised. I didn't say anything wrong, did
Nah. Nah.
No, everything you said is correct.
I? That's good.
Something wrong?
Yeah. What's
It's so weird. Don't mind me. My mom says, yeah, we can't say anything because we know for a fact that the greater Lord Ruka Devada would not want us to say anything.
Even if those two giants of the Academia are here, I still have to say it. Those sages really have some nerve.
Yeah.
500 years ago, Lesser Lord Kusanali used all her power for the people of Sumeru. And what did they do in return?
It seems that after everyone forgot about Greater Lord Ruka Devada, the understanding of Sumeru's history also changed. That's such a huge change. Now everyone believes the Lesser Lord Kusanali has been Sumeru's arc all along. Insane. Maybe I'm the only one in all of Tevat who remembers that. We have to talk to Nahida though, right? As the witness of all that's happened, I should respect your choice and keep it. I agree. Keep it secret for her. I totally agree.
If you bite the hand that feeds you, don't act surprised when it turns into a knuckle sandwich, right, Sino?
Yeah, two fighters here.
Perhaps I shouldn't say this, but their treatment of Lesser Lord Kusanali
God.
calls for a more severe
I love this
punishment.
man.
You could simply tell Lesser Lord Kusanali that you wish to have Azar and his accomplices severely punished.
I respect our deity's decision and won't interfere in any way.
Yeah, okay.
While we're on this topic, why didn't you accept the Academia's invitation to become the Grand Sage?
Are you trying to say that I'm fit to be a sage?
Not at all. But every person handling the selection process has said that you are the most suitable candidate to lead the Academia.
Look at this
right
compliment through a death stare.
Why? Because he dethroned Azar from power?
Could you try to put it another way? This is a good thing, yet you're making it sound like I overthrew Azar for my own personal gain.
How crazy is it where we started with every one of these characters and where we are now with them, sharing a meal together? Al-Haytham didn't even care if we followed them that time.
But seriously, though, I always wondered if you had some personal motives behind it.
I did have my own motive, but it had nothing to do with being a sage. If the rules of our nation were suddenly cast by the wayside, then it wouldn't be long until chaos ensued. I had no intention of letting their dreams disrupt my life.
yeah.
By that, you mean your life working as the Academia's scribe.
Precisely.
Wait, is that all?
So that's the only reason why you joined us and came up with all those plans?
It's reason enough.
You've certainly got quite the personality.
Honestly, I'll hate them. I will praise him to my dying days. He can have whatever reason he wants.
You flatter me.
That's a beautiful man right there.
All right then. How about you? You've already resumed work as the General Mahamatra, right?
That's right.
And we're so happy for him.
Will you be happy with that life?
It's not about being happy. There are merely a lot of things that I must do.
We've seen as well from his story quest that he feels like he has to, like, he said that I have to do a lot of things and then I can finally rest. He feels like he still has a lot of journey going along.
Even so, keep your spirits up and try to be happy, okay? And try to smile more every day, just like I'm doing now.
That's so... If Neela said it to me in real life, I would be smiling for the next 2 weeks. Give us a smile. You don't have to, but it would be nice.
Thank you.
Huh?
I'll keep that in mind.
So sweet. Talk to everyone at the feast. Don't mind if I freaking do.
I seldom participate in such lively gatherings, but the atmosphere here is quite good.
I thought you might find it boring.
No. This gathering today
What
has
a crew.
unique meaning. The Grand Bazaar is lively because the people here feel happiness from the bottom of their hearts. Unlike the farces at the Academia. That happiness is an emotion that'll be forever alien to those bookworms who have driven themselves insane by studying.
Yep, their pursuit of knowledge was more important than anything else.
I seem to have taken both keys
No.
when I left the house. Oh well.
I can give it back to him if you want. If you give me the 2 keys, I can go back and give him one. I can stay with him as well, just in case.
There you are, traveler. Well, how is it? Are you enjoying the feast today? If there's anything you're unhappy with, just let me know. I'll be sure to take
No,
note
it's
of it.
perfect. It's absolutely great. Thanks for inviting me.
That's good.
Sweetheart. Absolute sweetheart.
It's the first time I've ever invited so many exceptional people to one place. I was a little nervous myself. You see, every guest here is quite extraordinary. It's unbelievable that we've got everyone together here.
You're right.
Almost like a fairy tale.
This crew, like, would not have been possible, like, if we didn't come along. And that's what makes me feel so happy to be playing as someone like Wanderer and with Paimon.
Make sure you live it up tonight. I'll be happy as long as you're
Oh yeah,
enjoying
we have a
yourself.
message from Sataria. This must mean the world.
I'm honored to have her think of me this way. If I have a chance in the future, I would really like to invite her to one of my performances.
Very nice.
I can't explain why, but I just feel elated right now. Thank you.
Because it's an acknowledgement of someone that you weren't just crazy. That there weren't just like, these people at Academia. Like there was people at Academia that didn't believe in this. Deeha, my girl, how are you?
My lady, the grilled meat over there is delicious. Have you tried it?
Yes, I also tried some fruit just now. Oh, they're very sweet. What an amazing place to relax. No wonder everybody likes to rest at the Grand Bazaar.
You said it. Oh, look who else is here.
Hello. Oh, I'm so happy Nilu invited everybody. Oh, now I have the chance to meet all the heroes.
Man, crazy like how far these two have come as well. This was just a bodyguard we met, and like now one of our closest comrades. My pleasure. I'm glad we could come.
Hey, less of that polite chit-chat and more eating and drinking. The feast is about having fun, not stuffy formalities.
I suppose. And now we get to talk to the man himself. One of my favorite characters in all of Genshin now, for sure. Top 5.
The atmosphere here is good. And everything is delicious.
It must be rare to see you at such a lively gathering.
Yeah. I don't often come to such places, but it feels quite good. I have a lot to handle these days, Otherwise, I could show you around.
It's alright. Don't worry about us. I would love for you to show us around. Grab me by the hand and show me everywhere.
There's always next time. We're friends after all.
Oh! That means so much to me.
This feast is pretty good.
That means so much to me. I couldn't be happier. Look at this. Look at this crew we have. What a special time we've had.
What's wrong? Your hair
Are you
is starting to
tired?
droop.
I suddenly feel a little sleepy. I feel like I'm about to nod off. I don't want to leave these guys.
Hey, you can't just fall asleep here. Paimon will go find something delicious for you to eat. You'll wake up once you've put something yummy in your tummy.
Really?
Of course. Just wait here for
I don't want to leave these guys. I want to be with them forever. I want to... Oh, look at them all. I want to be with them forever. It's because I didn't sleep well last night. I feel sleepy all of a sudden, or is it because I'm too full? It seems like someone is there. This is like the Scaramouche thing again. What is happening? What is happening?
It's me.
Oh. Oh god. Okay. They intentionally did that though to make you kind of scared though. They for sure did. Nahida, looks like my conscience connected to yours again. I'm so glad to see you.
Blame me for being a bit too self-indulgent. I was thinking about talking with you, and the next thing I knew, I had made a connection with you.
You do what you need to do, girl.
The connection between us is amazing. It's like flora and the fence it grows upon.
Is there anything you need from me?
I heard there's an amazing celebration feast today at the Grand Bazaar. I wanted to
It's
have
amazing,
a look for
Nahida.
myself, so I snuck in.
I know. I know I'll get to do story quests with them. I know I'll get to do like hangout quests with them. I know this. I don't want to leave this crew.
Lately, I've been so busy dealing with all
I'll
the
never get to
fallout from
do this
recent
again for
events,
the first time
so
ever.
I really haven't had any free time. Although you've already helped me with a lot,
Anything.
there's still one more thing I hope
Anything.
you can help me with.
What is it?
Please say thank you to everyone
Oh,
for me.
Nahida. Oh, so that's what this is about. Nahida, it better be if you could do it yourself.
Oh, is it not convenient?
I can
for
do
you
it.
to
I'll
that
do it for you,
me?
but some things in the world must be done by yourself.
But if I just show up all of a sudden, people will become all quiet and stiff, won't
Oh,
they?
you don't know this crew.
What if I end up scared?
No, you don't know this crew.
this
You couldn't scare anyone.
That'd be the last thing I want.
It'll be fine. Please don't worry too much.
Let me think about it. Okay.
Yeah, let's go. Have you made up your mind?
Yes, I have.
Wait, you're possessing us?
You said I should go thank everyone as
No.
myself. So,
Old David
I
Die
decided
Hard.
to borrow your body for the time being. Please don't blame me. The flora also
Aw.
climbs up to the fence to get closer to the sky.
Remember that mission as well? Then at least promise you won't say anything weird when you're in my body. Say whatever you want. I got no shame. I wish I did. My mommy, when I was younger, used to always say that I had no shame.
Everyone.
She also say I used to be the kid who like when I was never embarrassed by their parents as well. Like I'd be hanging out with my friends in town, I'd see my parents and run over and hug them, like or like go over and like give them a high five or something, because I didn't care, you know. This when I was super young, obviously, but you know.
Are you awake now? Paimon was just about to bring you the food.
It's me.
Huh? That voice. Nahida?
Hold up. What's going on?
Yeah, it's me. It's Nahida.
I didn't expect
your
to have a
girl.
conversation with the consciousness of Lesser Lord Kusanali in the Grand Bazaar. Interesting. Is this also a part of the feast?
No, of course not. Are you Lesser Lord Kusanali?
It'd be me.
Hello, Nilu.
It's so weird, but like it's like again, it's like old habits die hard.
You know who I am?
Yes, I already know every one of you. Nilu, Alhaitham, Sino, Dia, Paimon, and
Oh my
Dunyarzad.
god.
Lesser Lord Kusanali?
Oh.
I took the liberty of occupying the traveler's body so that I could thank all of you in person. Thank you so much for rescuing me, even if that meant placing your own safety in peril and taking the risk of becoming enemies with the Academia, the sages, the Doctor,
Look
the
at this
Balladeer,
crew.
and even the entirety of
It was
Sumeru.
everyone put their own lives at risk.
Without you, without any of you, I would have been in a much more difficult situation. Had you not helped me to resolve the crisis, not only I, but Sumeru and even the entirety of Tevat would have suffered great misfortune. People refer to you as the heroes who managed to rescue
Jeez, what a
god.
title.
I'm quite fond of this name. It not only explains your identities, but also bears witness to your relationship with me. Please, allow me to present to you my most sincere gratitude.
Lesser Lord Kusanali, you have done so much for Sumeru, and I didn't even have a chance to do anything for you. You don't have to do this.
I'm just not ready, man. I'm not ready.
Dunyarzad, the suffering you endured during your illness is also proof of you being with me and praying for me. Thank you.
You don't need to be so ceremonious. It's always been my duty to
Oh,
protect
Sino, what a man.
This is how the relationship between the Academia and Dendro Archon should be.
Yeah,
You just did what was necessary
you just fixed
and
it.
set things back on the right path.
You're an Archon, but you act so humble. You really don't need to be so polite with us.
I'm honored to have been able to take part in this plan. I hoped you liked the dance I dedicated to you.
Thank you, all of you. Thank you so much.
See, just like I said, everybody was happy to meet you. Exactly.
Yeah.
Of course they were. Look at this sweetheart. Nita shows up surprise visit and brings the feast to its climax. Sincere joy flows in the heart of everyone present. Don't do it. Don't end it. A warm atmosphere of taking laughter carries. No, don't end it. Don't end it. Don't end it. Don't end it. And the feast ends on a perfect. No, don't do this to me. The next day.
Are you awake? Did you rest
Hopefully. I think I slept alright.
well? After Nahida left, you ate a lot of food. You've become a glutton.
Still nothing compared to Paimon.
That just means you still have a lot to learn from Master Paimon, the Sage of Gluttony.
I love that title.
All right, since you're awake now, should we go and have a chat with Nahida?
Okay.
She should be in the Academia right about now. If you have any
Right.
questions, now's your chance to ask.
The usual ending of arc. Talk to Nahida. It's quite normal actually. It happens, or not talk to Nahida. Talk to like the Archon. Really like beautiful stuff. Like I didn't want the feast end just because I know like the Sumeru crew is gonna be going their separate ways, and it's such a fantastic crew. Oh my heart. No body is like exhausted after that fight. It was crazy. All of this was absolutely insane. Look what you have here. You are truly an Archon. This is the most Archon thing we've seen from all the Archons. I'll protect you. I'll protect you. I'll protect you.
Hello, Traveler and Paimon. What a fantastic night. I'm still immersed in all the happiness and joy, like a candle floating on water.
So are we, and that's why we're here to talk with you.
Is there anything you want to know?
Yeah, so about the Akasha. Here we go.
After recent events, the Akasha can no longer function as it used
Okay.
to. I've given it some thought, and have decided to shut it down permanently. But this is definitely not a bad thing. Even from the beginning, I've been planning to shut it down. The Akasha's centralized administration of knowledge has always restrained people's curiosity and curtailed the number of paths available to them.
Yep.
Although
Sorry
people
about that,
may
Nita.
initially feel a little uncomfortable with the loss of the Akasha, They will soon understand that this life is more suitable for them. And as
Music
for
is
the future of
fantastic.
Sumeru, in preparing to regain control of the academia, the former sages have received their punishment, but the new sages have yet to be selected. I will oversee the process
That means it's in good
personally.
hands.
I hope that the new 6th grade sages will be more focused on academics. Sumeru needs such leaders more than ever. The other big issue is the people of King Deshret. All the residents of the desert, in fact. They have been mistreated for far
Heck yeah.
too long. I've already taken some measures to address this. It will take some time to rebuild everything, but no matter if it's culture, friendship, or trust, we will rebuild
Exactly
it.
the type of stuff I want to hear, Nita. Beautiful stuff. Well done. About what happened after I fell asleep that day.
You mean, what happened after the doctor put you to sleep?
Did he take the gnosis?
You guessed correctly. The top-ranked Fatui Harbingers, up to number 3, possess power comparable to that of gods.
Jesus Christ.
Kind of situation.
So 3 of them have the power of gods.
However, in spite of the bad situation, I still managed to make a fair deal with the doctor.
Okay.
I'm sure you remember the entity that changed your fate, the Heavenly Principles. In fact, the Heavenly Principles has been quiet since the Conria disaster 500 years ago. A useless point
Yeah, you
is
did a really good
leverage
job with that,
against the
Nahida.
doctor.
Like, again, like, it's something that, like, I could never do because I won't fully understand all of it, but I appreciate it.
I told him that the Heavenly Principles may be awakened if I destroy the Gnosis. Although it's just a bluff, he still fell for it. I assumed that the Heavenly Principles wouldn't just stand by and let such extensive damage to its laws take place. And as for what I exchanged for the Gnosis, the exchange served as both punishment for the doctor as well as a boon of new knowledge that I couldn't refuse as the God of Wisdom.
So we have to... Oh, this is what I want to know about. Fontaine! We need to know about the Balladeer, though.
He's still in a coma. I've hidden him like how one would hide a feather.
Okay, so you know about him.
I know you have many misgivings about him, but as someone who had become a god, he has retained a number of very useful
I
features.
want to know he's okay. I understand he's gone through so much, man.
Don't worry. I'll keep an eye on him and make sure he doesn't do any evil. In addition, there are still some mysteries left in him. Some things may be very clear from my perspective, but he is still yet to understand them
Right.
himself. His future will be determined by fate.
No, I appreciate that. I appreciate that so much. And about Fontaine, man.
Is that where you're headed next? Fontaine, the nation of justice? As far as I know, that nation operates in a judicial
What?
system.
Does their Archon personally judge people?
No, there's a Chief Justice in Fontaine. Generally speaking, the Hydra-Archon, Focalor, won't preside over individual
So it's all about judgment, okay.
However, even then, Focalor will still make herself present at just about every trial. It seems that she just likes to immerse herself in that sort of atmosphere. As Archon, she still reserves the right to influence the final...
This is going to be really cool. It's going to be a while before we get there.
Anyway, let's just say she's got, a very unique personality.
That's perfect. That's absolutely perfect.
Are you sure? Isn't there something else you haven't asked about yet?
Huh? You mean...
About your sister.
Yeah, the big one. The big one. Why we're here. Why we're on this journey.
While you were resting at Gandharvaville, I took some time to perform an Irminsul search for information on your sister.
Okay. There shouldn't be any information on her in Irminsul. Yeah.
Yeah. Isn't Irminsul a repository for all the information and memories of Tevat? So there shouldn't be anything on him
Yeah.
or his sister.
This is true in your case. Irminsul
No.
indeed does not have any
Stop.
information on you.
No.
However,
What?
there must be something different about your sister. Because as it turns
Oh
out,
my
the world
god.
has recorded information on her after all.
So she's more connected to that?
There is only one possible explanation. She
What?
belongs to this world.
What does it even mean? How is this possible? We journeyed to the Sea of Stars all over until we came here. How could she possibly hail from Tava? Things don't add up. If something's wrong with my memories, or could this world just have done something to her? This is mind-blowing.
But nothing about this makes any sense. Wasn't this your first trip to Teyvat?
Do you know what she has been through?
According to the records I was able to access, your sibling suddenly appeared in Conria. After the Conria disaster, she began her journey through the 7 nations of Teyvat.
500 years ago.
But just as her journey was about to reach its conclusion, the Irminsul records on her suddenly become fuzzy.
What do you mean, fuzzy? Did something happen to her?
All I know for sure is that somebody, for reasons only they can know, is deliberately obfuscating her fate.
F.
And whoever it is, if they can do that, who knows what
Yeah,
else
the
they're
abyss, the
capable of.
abyss.
But even that wouldn't explain how she somehow comes from this world.
Something else I noticed was that according to these records, the Fatui have not classified your sibling as one of the Descenders.
Descenders?
What's a descender? Paimon's never heard of it.
Look, I'm sure you must be curious about the information I received from the Fatui in return for my gnosis,
Yeah.
right? A very important part of the intel was about this world's Descenders. External beings, ones that don't belong to this world. Traveler, you are Teyvat's fourth Descender.
Huh? So the Fatui count 3 other Descenders before the Traveler? And his sister
Who's the other
isn't even one of
3?
them?
That's right. My current hypothesis is that the first Descender was likely what we now call the Heavenly
What the hell? Look at this. So it's... Wait, so we once belonged to this... What? Yeah, it says that we once belonged...
As for the other Descenders, I still need to verify their existence.
This is... My brain feels so fried. No, I agree, Paimon. There's so much.
And yet, even knowing all this, I'm sure you must still have
My head
a lot of
hurts.
unanswered questions. I must say, I truly regret that I can't help you more as the God of Wisdom. There are many questions in my heart as well. I will need some time to go through each
Yeah,
one.
I need about 2 years. Same here, I need to have some time to reflect on what you said.
And soon, you'll also begin your journey anew and depart from
Yeah,
Sumeria.
it's gonna be a while.
I'm very interested in your future. It's a journey that can't be observed or recorded by this world. If fate is the ultimate knowledge, then your future will be the ultimate fate.
So cool.
Paimon's sure
The
glad
Descenders.
we got to meet you,
Oh no,
Nahida.
Nahida, it's been fantastic.
The pleasure is all mine.
Fantastic character.
I can't thank you enough. Alright, that's
We're not done with
enough
Nahida,
talk for
obviously.
today. If you ever miss me, just close your eyes, and maybe I'll appear
She
in your
disappears a
dreams.
second. I close my eyes right away. Holy hell. That was like the most... That has to be...
You must have a whole bunch of questions after our last conversation with Nahida. Paimon was ready to ask her a million more questions, but didn't want to seem too pushy. Like, about these Descenders.
Yeah.
So, does that just mean people like you who come traveling to Teyvat from someplace
Probably.
else? And as for your sister... whew, so many questions. Let's go find
So is that the
Nahida
next
and
part of
see
the
what else we can
quest?
find out.
Let me see here. Yeah, go to talk to Nahida again, isn't it? In order to look for information, you and Paimon decided to visit Nahida. Okay. And then we have... This is the Chapter 3, Act 6. And there's an interlude chapters. Holy hell, guys. Let's try and... I'm not going to be able to... I'm just going to be honest. I'm not going to be able to go through absolutely everything that happened in this quest. But I will talk about it in what I can. First of all, the story of Scaramouche is one of the most beautiful things in the world. And I feel like whatever they're going to tell with him in the future, he's going to... I believe that if they do this right, he could be the best written character in this game. Legitimately. A beautiful boss fight and incredible moments during that boss fight. And still so impactful with the story as well. Meeting this Sumeru crew, this whole entire Sumeru crew, and how they've grown to be friends with us over time has been one of my favorite things But I'm going to travel over here just so we have a nice space. One of my favorite things and one of the most beautiful things we've seen in this game. It's been such a great time, and I'm going to miss all of them so very much. But it's not the last we've seen of them. There's going to be a lot more. We can see them around the place. We're going to talk to Kaveh, the most beautiful creature I've ever seen in my life. But it's been so fantastic seeing Cyno's journey, seeing Alhaitham, Diha, seeing this crew that weren't friends at the start, now really good friends with us. Apparently, we're one of the Descenders, which I don't know what that means fully, but we're not from this world. We're from this world, but not part of. My mind is blown. My mind is blown. And there's information on our sister in Irminsul, but not us. My brain hurts. It legitimately hurts. It just means that there's more intrigue going into the next part of the story. I love that Calais is better. Tanari's been so special to us as well. This has been such a special time. We're not finished with this world, of course. But this has been such a special time to me, and I'm so happy that I got to go through a lot of this. Again, like I said, I might I'll be talking about this more as we go along in the story. I hope you understand that it's really difficult for me because of all that's happened over the past. This Archon quest was legitimately, for me, nearly 7 hours long. It's hard to decipher 7 hours of stuff all in one go, as it's still so fresh in my mind. Again, like I said, I'm really interested to see where all this is going. I'm going to miss the Sumeru crew like crazy. I'm not exactly sure what's going to be happening next, but I'm super interested to see where our character goes as well as the other characters in the game too. Again, like I said, I'll stand by it. I think that he could be the most well-written character in this game if they do it right in Scaramouche. Because so far his arc is fantastic. Loved it. It was very beautiful. It's a very beautiful story. My head freaking hurts, I'll be honest with you. It's so much. But like, by the way, can I say, it's not so much that I'm like, it's too much. Oh my god, it's too much. I mean, it's so much in terms of like, it's a lot of information. And I'm glad of it. It was an amazing story. It was the longest Archon quest we've had ever. And I'm glad that I did it over a weekend. And I got to experience it with you guys. And I hope you guys really enjoyed it. I enjoyed it thoroughly. If I had to rank it, like, it's the best Archon quest in the game. Right? In total, it's the best Archon quest in the entire game, I would say. And again, that's high praise because this is an incredible Archon quest. It really is. My only theory that going forward that I can say, that I think is probably going to be true is that the other three Descenders. I'm thinking we haven't met them yet. What do you guys think about that? Or maybe we have. Maybe the one. No. We'll see. I think I'm going to have to think about this more, and we'll talk about it maybe more in the next episode as well. Really incredible stuff. I'm going to have to give Calvin's braid a break. But I loved it. I love this Archon quest. And I want to say thank you so much to the patrons. Thank you so much to Never Completed the Baby Gangster here on Patreon. Typhara 2, Jamie Bull, Janet Banana, The Ghost of Inazuma, Felicious Felix, Eskun, Yuld, Radish, Anusta, Chibotterbed, Malcolm Day, Death Trap, and Links Markey. And guys, after that impressive showing, I don't want to, it's like really hard for me to end this because I know there's like the Sumeru crew, we had to say goodbye to them. You know what I mean? They're like they're such a good crew and they're such a well-written crew. But look, now we can start unlocking stuff. Yeah, I can finally claim my keys. Yeah, I can finally claim my keys. It can finally happen. Can I unlock this? Oh, we have to do the other, this one? Okay, first. I can finally use my keys. Thank God. I can finally claim my keys. I'm so happy. This is so good. See, we're not done with this crew. We still have Dia, Alhaitham we have to talk to as well. Cyno we're going to talk to as well in terms of story quests. We're not finished with the Sumeru crew. And then there's like hangouts with Layla, with Farazan. Oh, we can do this hangout now. What? Oh, cool. Okay, so we can do those hangouts. So I might like pace it in a way that we do like hangout story quests and also do some world quests in between as well. The interlude quests, the other Archon quests are still to do as well. We're not finished with this world whatsoever. We still have a lot to explore. We haven't explored every aspect of this place. We haven't upgraded our characters either. We haven't done this full Archon quest. There's still so much to do. And I will see you guys very soon. Let us do the thing. Actually, no. I can't. I can't because I already chose my 5-star character and that's going to be in the... No, wait. No, you did already see it. Yeah, you already saw it, I think. Yeah, you already saw it. Okay, fair enough. I can change the party. I was going to change it so Nahida can... Actually... Oh yeah, and I should say that as well. Who I actually want to change it to.
I'll ensure your
She can do the thing. She's never done the thing. I'm so happy Clay is better. That's one big aspect of this whole story that like makes me so freaking happy. This girl being better, it made me so freaking happy after all the suffering she's gone through. And so Clay, because of that, you can do the thing. You ready? That was perfect in every way possible. Before I go, I know I should be gone. I want to make it perfectly clear. This was the best Archon quest. There's a lot more that we have to do. The Descender stuff has made me so hype. Beyond belief. I'm so excited to see more of this Descender stuff. I really am. But again, I don't know. We're not going to fully know about this yet. We're not going to fully understand this yet. But I am excited.